We did it.
Jesus Christ.
Hi,
Yeah,
everybody. We are live. We are talking
Yeah.
about arson.
We are.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure there's one of those spells that has fire
Arson
that
around.
fire burning underwater.
Dun-dun-dun.
Like
Continual
most
flame.
PvP campaigns, we're chaos.
I think so.
That could be your angle or your devil.
Yes. Agreed.
A cute little angle.
Let's make sure that everything looks correct on Twitch before we actually start everything. I'm live streaming Dungeons & Dragons. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is a D&D tourney. We have quite a few more players than suggested by the player's handbook, so we have a few more special rules than is normally accepted in most tables. We are going to go down the list and introduce ourselves. I'm Doug, I'm the DM. Alexander Highmoor is next.
Hi, I'm Ornstein. I play Alexander Highmoor. It's a pleasure to be playing with you all once more.
Hi, I'm Jem. I usually play Belle, but tonight, I'll be playing a different character called Delilah.
Oh, it's me next. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, there's.
It's go, get on the stage. Quick,
Learn how to count!
Hello, I'm Gamebooker, and I'll be playing Helbeic tonight. I have nothing else to say. He's a very interesting person. I haven't found any more rats yet, but I need to find a way to keep the rats until I make them my friends too, so I need to do that.
Helbeic
Yeah,
has a rat thing. And that's
Do I
okay.
have... Oh yes, I have my status set as it perfect.
Yeah, you do. I'm very impressed that you've maintained that on the Discord. I must find the rats.
Laura,
He is
what kind of
correct.
rodents are you interested in?
Whichever ones are slowest today.
That's fair. I like that.
It might be giant rats.
It might be giant rats.
Cat answer I have ever heard. What's your favorite rodent? Whatever is just something that doesn't require a lot of energy to go after.
I feel like not natural ferrets, but just like regular old pet ferrets. They're kind of rotund at the back. I'm sure they're pretty easy to catch.
The rotund in
no.
the back.
Yeah, they're like fat.
Ferrets
Like a very
vicious
thick
if they
ferret.
want to
They got fat
Which is
butts.
fantastic.
Yeah, bad
Wow,
news.
it's
You
so
cannot
I'm sure
lie.
they-
thick
You
things
cannot
ferrets are.
deny.
I'm sure they can be, but I doubt they are very often.
I mean,
Doug, how much cake have you seen on a ferret before?
I'm just saying, if I'm not going anywhere with that. Nye, tell us your character.
I don't really know how I'm meant to follow up our ferret's thick, but okay. Hi, I'm Nye. I like so many of the cast sometimes swap between characters, but today I'm returning to the classic. I'm Alder, the Trustworthy. So I'm very happy, and I'm not a baby anymore, which is always good. I find when you've been turned into one to be turned back, so it's all good.
Rick.
Hey there, my name is Rick. I'm switching characters from Tyrael to Sir Gruff the Gruffest. He's a dog, and he's the best.
Helbeic you have feedback again, so I had to mute you. Will someone tell me when he's good? I'm going to give a bit of history. So last session, there was a fantastic battle against a strange anglerfish in the underwater city to regain Alder's intelligence after it was sapped away from a mind flayer. They successfully gathered the material component needed to restore his intelligence using magics, as you often do in Dungeons & Dragons, and they are now off on their quest once more with a few new cast members. Their current, I suppose, strings of intrigue are their best buddy Lil C has disappeared into the wilderness. They are mostly looking to stop the death curse at the center of the peninsula of Chult. They don't exactly know what is causing it, but they do know that it shall probably not be the easiest thing to conquer. So they're working their way to there.
I'll be fine. It'll just be like a quick time event, you know.
Yeah.
We all have to press E really quickly. Yeah.
Smash the
Yeah.
B button.
Exactly. And it says Z, and Nye presses Z and messes everything up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate when
Something
that
to do.
happens. What is the correct way to say this letter? And it's just the letter Z, and the two options are Z or Z. And Nye's the one who has to guess it.
Sweats nervously.
Well, we're dead.
It's the never mind. I say zebra, so whatever.
It was changed
there.
so it rhymes with the alphabet song. And that's why
I
ampersand
know.
was dropped as a letter.
Yeah.
Poor ampersand.
Oh.
Yeah, ampersand actually was in the alphabet song for a while, and you would say
And per se and.
Yeah, you would say X, Y, Z, and per se, and that's where ampersand came from.
It's ampersand. I forgot.
It's the and
I
symbol.
love the noise that Laura made there. That was genuine. Ooh!
When you hit Shift 7, that thing that shows up.
Yeah, don't even get me started about thorns and ashes, because I can go on for days.
Oh my god, I will so talk about that with you.
Why?
There's the one time that they tried to create a punctuation sign for sarcasm that never caught on, so now I just do capital, lowercase, capital, lowercase.
It's true. It was originally called the SpongeBob character, and they changed it.
Frickin' SpongeBob.
So, you are all out of the underwater city, and you are traveling southwest from your location with your new friends.
What's the
And
temperature like?
who is leading the party?
Who?
Yeah, don't all speak at once.
Bell's gone. What
Well,
am I gonna do now?
Doug,
Yeah,
what is the temperature like?
The
I
temperature
think
is half
Alder-
past cold.
Because
Oh.
we're
I think
all
Alder
incredibly,
would be-
our outfits are all incredibly wet right now.
Yes.
So being in the
Oh,
cold
yeah,
and walking
we're
probably isn't
not.
good.
No, it's
Well,
nighttime.
we have
No, it's early
changes.
morning.
Yeah, we all.
I have
But we all
firebolt. I can
change,
warm you up.
Like but we're an entire mercenary group. I'm sure. Like it'd be weird if they're like, no, you have one uniform and that's it.
Just sit
You
down
don't
and
get a
warm up by the
double.
fire.
There's the minor issue if we were just underwater with all of our stuff.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
This is the plot section where you find out Nye's the only one that's got multiple uniforms, and he's rubbing it in your face.
Oh yeah, no, but
I only
yeah,
need
I-
one
I-
breast
I-
to play.
More than
contract.
one.
So you are
Yeah.
all Alexander Highmoor. You and
I'll-
your owl friend have been nominated to lead the group, not necessarily as a leader, but as a guide. And you spot smoke
I have no clue where I am. Oh,
coming from the
look,
forest.
smoke.
And your bear senses tingle, and you decide that you should go check it out.
Well, let's go check out this
from-
smoke, I guess.
Remind me again, Alexander. You're a half elf, right?
A high half elf, indeed.
Hi. Oh, okay. Right. That's fine then. Yeah.
He's from Colorado. Not a good joke. I apologize. So,
a great
Not a
joke.
giraffe, Doug.
as you approach the smoke, you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
I don't know. I'm Alexander.
I ask why there's another voice in my head.
It's actually your
Is
dad.
that a
He's
normal
he's
thing
asking
around
you-
here? I don't really know.
Well,
Wait, it's in all of our heads.
Well, I have this voice of a dead rat constantly talking to me, but other than that, that's the only one I usually hear.
Which is strange because I'm the one that killed it, so like I should have the guilt from that.
that's called a
guess
conscience.
you
It's
have
not. No,
survived,
most normal people don't call that another voice in their head.
Just
Oh, well,
assuming
no, I-
it's some sort of magic because that's an elvish thing to always assume everything weird is magic.
Give me an Arcana check.
But just to clarify, it is affecting all of us, yes, or is it just Alexander?
It's just Alexander for the moment.
13.
Okay,
I might
that's
not
fine.
know what it is, but I'm assuming it's magic.
It is magic, and it is a form of telepathy, and you can tell that it's not invasive. It is there. It's not there
Just
for. It's
hanging
not
out.
forcing. It's like it asks permission to hang out. If you want it to leave, it will leave.
Better question
Hello.
is, who are you?
I
I'm going to be saying it aloud as well, so I sound schizophrenic.
I'm Finsk. I am the old master of our group. I will ask you once more, what are you doing here, and do you mean our group harm?
Well, we're here to end the death curse, so unless you're trying to keep it around, I don't think we mean you harm.
Are you
Are you just saying
trustworthy?
this aloud?
Well, I mean, we have someone whose nickname is the Trustworthy, so I would assume so.
That doesn't instill confidence in your abilities to be trustworthy. If it has to be
Hey.
pointed out, I feel like it isn't the best.
I completely concur with that statement, but how can I show that we're trustworthy if you can't even show us that you are as well? If anything, you're the one hiding from us. Trust
Damn.
is gained, it's not something simply stated that you are.
Before you meet all of us, you could allow... how do I say it? My brain isn't working right now. I want you to be a guard for a person. What is that word?
Bodyguard?
That maybe? I like to see it.
Or
I
personal
have...
Oh,
escort?
like, do you want to be
A
can
butler?
I use
No, not a
you
butler.
forget the word. No. I was about to say entourage, but that's not the word.
An aide?
Escort.
Escort, yes. Ooh, that was the good word.
Okay, who
You
is this
could-
person and why are you entrusting random people to them even though you don't know if you can trust us?
Well, I don't know them, but I don't think that they are a threat. So if you can properly lead someone who is not a threat, you may be able to
Well,
be trusted. There is...
who are they?
They are a being from a royal family. And they've been
And you're
sent
entrusting
here
that to...
to gather supplies, and I want to ensure they get there safely as a
You're
beacon of...
ensuring their safety and well-being to people you once again are not sure if you're able to trust or not.
It's more of a...
It's counterintuitive.
Well, if you give someone trust, they're more likely to give it back. So, if I trust you to trust this person in trusting that they'll make it safely, then that person can trust their superiors with us. It's like the
Alright,
transitive property of trust, the trustative property.
I feel like that logic is flawed in some way, but who am I to complain?
I'm perfectly fine with it.
What's your
Sounds like a
intelligence
good-
score? I feel like my logic is quite fine.
My
Sounds
intelligence score is like an 18 or something.
It
Mine
sounds
is
like great
1 plus
logic.
that.
We're basically
1 plus that,
we're
that doesn't even
basically
give you a
like-
different modifier than me.
That's
we're-
okay, I
We're
don't
not
need
even
it.
middlemen at this point. We're like tertiary people. Like we're the people that got hired by the people that got
Yeah,
hired.
we're the friends
Like,
of a friend.
Yeah, we're the
Yeah,
people who got
we're-
hired by the middleman.
You're the enemy of their enemy.
We are the
oh
minimum.
gosh.
Okay, so where should we pick this person up?
I will ask my jolly friend to bring Mr. Gruff, Sir Gruff, to you.
Oh, Sir Gruff, is it, what are they, perchance?
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like you're just talking to yourself, and everyone's just like kind of awestruck that this is going on. And it's like your owl isn't
Hello?
summoned, and they're like, "What the hell is what's he talking to?"
Shiny pants. What's going on here? Hello, you're just talking to
Talking to some
some
person in my
here.
head. It's the normal thing for you guys, so why can't I do it?
Well, you're standing right in the middle of the path. Like we literally can't get around
I
you.
think we have to
You're
escort
just-
someone named Mr. Gruff if we want to go any further in the woods.
There is from the shrubs a very tall and fatter than you would think, yellow-skinned Gith Yankee, or Githzerai, excuse me. They are these large beings from D&D outer space that have been attacked by the mind flayers, and they are more or less refugees from them.
The Zerai live in Pandemonium, right? Or was it Limbo?
I think it's Limbo.
Yeah,
I
that
thought it
makes
was
more sense.
Astral. Oh no, that's the other ones.
And he says, "Hello, I was hoping that Mr. Gruff could make his way with you."
Yep. Already spoke to some random guy in my head about it. I think we hashed it out.
The fuck? We're all right here. What is this making deals without consulting the rest of us?
You left
No,
me
there are
in
at least
charge.
5 people here.
You left me in charge of navigation, and this is
doesn't
what
mean
we're
you're in
going to need to
charge
do
of
to navigate.
everything.
Besides, what could be
You're-
the worst thing possible? What, do you think, like,
We could
Mr.
die.
Gruff or whatever is some sort of, like, zombie? No.
No.
Maybe
but
he's a huge rat!
Die.
But
That would be
when
very
someone
positive,
says
actually.
escort, what they mean is meat shield.
Actually,
we're
that's
meant to-
not what escort means in either definition, but...
I mean,
Isn't that what mercenaries do?
Oh god.
I mean, I don't
Yes,
think we're
but
getting
why would
paid
we want
exactly.
to do that?
What did they do? What?
And why did you make the
Wait a
deal?
minute.
Well, we're pretty much being paid in trust. I don't think we'll be allowed to get any closer should we not deliver this person.
No. It's
I'm
fine,
sure
shiny
you
pants.
could get
I'll
a
just
lot
go down
closer.
to my trust bank and take out some
I don't
trust
want to
credit,
make-
and then I'll buy some
Yes,
trust
I remarked that you were known as the Trustworthy, and they did not believe it. They said that calling yourself the Trustworthy makes you a lot less trustworthy, or something.
They have a point.
Does not make any sense.
Oh no, that's extremely reasonable. If you want to bluff, you bluff big. If Alder is extremely untrustworthy, what better way to get by than advertising his trustworthiness?
But he's
Makes
not
perfect sense.
untrustworthy.
Okay, let's move swiftly forward before my brain that has newly been fixed is
Where's
gonna
Mr. Gruff? I just turned to
split.
the fat
Yes.
guy.
Where is this, sir?
Sure. He whistles, and Gruff approaches. Gruff is a dog in a hat and the classic Saint Bernard canister around his neck.
Oh my gosh, this is the
Like,
best job ever.
I think
Hi,
I'd point at
sweetie!
it is this the guy?
This is Sir Gruff, yes, of the royal
New-
family.
New kid,
Interesting.
don't
I do
touch
not
the-
think that
don't
there will be
touch
any
the-
difficult
yeah.
problem in transporting him.
Whoa,
Can I
whoa,
pet him?
whoa, whoa!
I like
whoa,
his
whoa,
hat.
whoa. If anyone looks over, Barathrus's tail is completely puffed up,
Oh, shit.
and he's
Does
doing
anyone
that.
besides the cat have
He's
a
doing
problem
that
with
thing
this?
where you like sideways to the threat and puff up so you look even bigger.
I don't have a problem with it.
So DM, I rolled a perception check of 16. Do I smell anything bad about this group?
The only thing that smells is alder.
They smell really wet.
Really wet? Yeah, they smell like wet dog, which you find comforting.
Whoa. Back the fuck up. What do you mean Alder smells bad? What kind of bad?
What do you mean, what kind of
Or
bad?
just
Just
underwater
unpleasant.
in
Yeah.
fish pee and stuff.
I feel like you smell fishy. Fishy's a good smell.
I would like to
Sir Gruff
disagree.
would just-
Fishy is not a good smell.
Sir Gruff would just
I'd like to
walk
ask
around
Sir
him.
Gruff if I can pet him with my animal speaking abilities, please.
Yes. And
I will roll over and do that.
over.
And to clarify, roll over in my wheelchair, not
Gruff.
roll over on the ground.
Wait,
Do you understand the common language? If so, bark twice.
That's
It's okay, I
troubling.
can
No,
talk to
bark
him.
That's
once.
very
He only
troubling.
barked one time.
That's one of those things where it's like, he understood it enough to respond to it, but he just said that he didn't. So, it's quite
He
difficult.
responded, but wrong.
It's like when somebody says, hey, hablo español, and you say, no.
I have no clue what you just said, but let's go. Let's go with it.
do you know what you're doing? No.
Dog. Your Gruff, whatever your name is. Hello. Why are you? What are you? Oh, okay. Hello. Right. Good. We're getting some kind of like negotiation going on here. How much are you gonna pay us to keep your furry behind safe?
Gruff like tilts his head. And
Where
then
are
go
you
up to
going?
Alder
Oh.
and smells him.
Where do we have to take you?
Right.
So, Sir Gruff is keeping company of some daughters of the kingdom just a few paces north of here. He came to us to get some cooking oil, and he just needs transportation up there.
That's what you mean by escorts.
Oh, it's a
What?
diplomatic mission. I can
Yes, diplomatic.
That sounds amazing. Let's do that. 100%.
Is there a
It
problem?
is still a dog, though.
He seems to like you just fine. I feel like that's...
Sure, he likes me. I'm a little bit smaller than him, and it looks like I'm faster. But if you look at those jaws, the size of those jaws,
I won't let him hurt you. Don't
right
worry.
off.
I'm just gonna like kneel down and like do the thing with dogs where you like make them smile by pushing up on their snout.
Wow.
Better to smile with.
While they're doing all this, can I go up to the Githzeri, or however you say that, and ask him to pay us? Like, someone's got to pay us for this.
Sure. I think payment can be arranged once you return from your mission.
For cooking oil.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate.
I am
Can
willing
we
to
get some
pay for
assurances
cooking
that
oil
it's
any
actually
day
going
of
to
the
be
week.
money? That we get paid in weird stuff, like currencies that we can't use. Is it nice and simple gold? Right? Can we work with that? Yeah.
He
I'm sure we
pats
could find
over
the use for
himself,
cooking oil if we got.
and he says, "I have berries. I don't carry money on
Kind of
me."
berries.
I would love berries.
No,
love
guys,
some berries
please
as
don't
well.
accept the berries as legal tender. Okay,
Well,
we have to have some
We're not
respect
accepting
for
it as legal
ourselves.
tender. I'm just accepting it because I'm hungry.
The thing about these
Yeah,
berries is they're good berries,
What?
and it's in the name that they're good.
Don't those go bad after like like 24 hours?
Yes, but you should eat berries when you're handed them. You're not going to stick them in your pocket for later.
I mean,
Why
the
not?
whole
Yeah,
point of
But
good
isn't it our
berries is
duty
to
to
shove them
help?
in your pocket for later.
Okay, everyone, let's just take the mutt somewhere. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, I'm getting a headache and my brain is not in a good place right now. So let's just go. Okay,
So
right.
What do you mean your brain was fixed?
So hear me out. If we refrigerate the berries using like a ray of frost, could they stay good for
I can
longer
do
than
that.
24 hours?
I can also
Magically, I
poke around
don't
in
think
your head,
that's how
Alder, if
that
you
would
need
work. It's the
that.
magic that goes away.
No, that is quite Delilah, new kid, whatever your name is. That's the last thing I want is someone rooting around in my brain. Okay.
So Gruff
Are
will
you
go
sure?
up
I'm
to-
really good at
we'll go-
it.
We'll go up to Adler and like just like lick his feet
Oh.
and like
Everybody
paw him.
gangsta Adler comes up.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's don't try and I've worked with animals like you before. Don't you try and like sweeten this, all right? Okay.
Despite your adversarialness, I think he likes you, Alder.
And then he bites him. No, he doesn't.
So perfect.
it turns into PvP.
You hear battle music play.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Fuck it. Right. Let's just do this. I mean, it's
It's
not
just
like
up the hill. I
we
don't
have
understand the big deal. I mean, it's literally just up the hill.
I guess they don't
could've
like dogs
told
or
him
something.
Why does he need an escort just up the hill then if it's so close?
It doesn't matter. It's a dog. I'm willing to pet the dog.
Yes,
don't
he
care
seems
if
like a
it's-
very good boy.
Half a mile or 10 miles. I'm willing to walk and pet the dog.
Okay. Right.
So if
Let's
you could
just go.
stop
Go.
complaining so I can pet the
Team.
dog in
Let's
peace,
go.
that would be
Go.
great.
Get everyone pedal to the metal. Just let's go.
Alder
said-
specifically, make a survival check.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Just freaking
This
dies
is my
right here
reward
and now.
for. Yeah, this is my reward for fucking.
Being the dick.
Well, I know you're great
Yeah.
at survival, which is why I asked.
Yeah, that's where I spell survival wrong.
It's the only reason.
18.
Nice. You approach a fantastic-looking manor, as you can see by this illustration that I've not shared my screen with you guys. Give me a second. Boop. There we go. It is a very regal and slightly new-looking manor. This illustration and map is by S. Mitchell, which stands for Sally Mitchell. I found out they have a Patreon. You should go check them out. They're fantastic at making maps. There is this manor that is new and looks over. It's on a cliffside and looks over the.
5 years old.
What?
Was it built more than 5 years ago?
It is 12 years old.
Ah,
Are you happy with that answer?
very much. It's greater than 5 and less than 500.
That's technically correct. As you are walking up to the house, you hear a blood-curdling scream. Gruff, you know this scream as one of your two caretakers. They're twins, so you're not able to discern which one, but you knew this one of them.
What?
Someone screamed, and you know it's one of your masters.
I run towards the scream.
Okay.
I run
The
after the
stage
dog.
gets better
I
and
increased my
better.
light jogs somewhat.
My
Okay.
gnomish legs run after the dog at like half speed that the dog's probably running.
Bird, however, is my owl. However, is flying, following a lot faster.
The hardships of being a gnome.
Being short.
In my other game, I had a gnome character last session, got their speed reduced by 10 feet. So
Oh,
they were running
no.
at half the speed everyone else was. It was pretty rough.
The
That-
gnome can jump on my wheelchair if they want. I don't care. That'll
I
make
should
me go
real life?
faster.
I should have ridden the dog.
That would work
You should
too.
have actually, yeah.
Yeah. Or my back.
I had an ex that used to ride the back of my wheelchair like a scooter, so it's possible.
That sounds cool. I want to
That
do
sounds
that.
fun.
Gem for your wheelchair. I just imagine
Really?
like one of those like baby pouches you would find on like new like
Oh my
mothers and
god.
stuff.
Oh my god.
So
Have you ever
you
just done
have
a?
somebody
Have you
on
ever
the
popped
back
a
of
sick
your
wheelie?
wheelchair.
Oh my god, yeah, you have to pop wheelies to get over sidewalks. I do them all the time. Like
That's
every day.
Sick.
You know what? I'm going to hop on the back of Delilah's
Yes.
wheelchair.
Before
Yay!
we
We're
Delilah
friends.
is cool enough where she also has, instead of regular front wheels, she has skateboard wheels that create sparks whenever they grind something. So it's
I
just
got all the sick
fanfare.
mods.
It's fanfare
got
as
a
she goes
razor
by.
scooter
Wheel
with a
pictures on the side. It's
wheelchair?
great.
Yes, it
Is
says
it
Razor on the
turn?
side. She also has, what was that weird slime stuff called?
Gelatinous cube.
It was called Gunk? Was that what it's
What?
called?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually do know what you're. As strange as this is, I actually
Yeah,
do know
it's
what
some
you're
weird,
barking at. Yeah,
stupid kid. It's a stupid toy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was called
Oh,
Gap.
Gak.
Gak, that's what it was.
yeah.
She has Gak in the back.
I
That
have a
sounds really
question.
weird. I'm not gonna say that ever again.
Rhymes.
I have a very significant question before we get into this lovely mansion. Why did I do a survival roll?
To see if you got there.
Oh, okay. Apologies. I didn't.
Oh,
I
if we're
didn't-
going in the
Attacked by another
mansion.
zombie T-Rex.
Can I get in the mansion? Because houses like that usually have stairs going up the front, so I'm gonna need some help if they are.
Your wheelchair is battle ready,
push you.
which means that
Yes!
the hamsters that are underneath, they have
have
a lever.
hamsters?
She has hamsters underneath
Yeah, my
her
chair is
chair.
made out of creatures that love me because the animals just love me so very, very, very much. So it's kind of
Just
combined with
imagining it
like
like
snakes and hamsters and
those
stuff.
weird,
Basically,
like
you're
you know,
underwater.
wheels that
Did you have
almost
to
look
reach
like
underwater?
It turns into like
These
this weird water
blades.
wheel sort of thing where it has feet that slam down off of the main wheels. So yeah, you're able to climb upstairs
Perfect.
effectively.
Cool.
I was imagining it like those like weird wheels that look like windmill blades that let you go upstairs.
That's basically what it
and
is,
then
yeah.
push off.
And also a spoiler because why not?
Sorry, I have another quick question before
Go
we
for
go
it.
into this mansion. Did we have a long rest between
Yes.
last day
Yes.
and now? Okay.
Yes, we always do for like
Okay.
in between sessions, unless we specifically are moving from. But yeah,
Yes, unless no.
yeah, basically, unless
Yes,
Doug
unless no.
scolds us.
You, all in various capacities, make your way through the front door and to the right. I'm going to zoom in here, or to the
Enhance.
left. So you go through the front door. Gruff knows exactly where to go. He pops in, looks around this area, and then immediately hangs a left to go up the stairs to the second level. Actually, no, it is right. To this spiral staircase. And then up through the second level, and he peeks around into the lounge because that's where his buds usually hang out. There's nobody in the lounge, so he runs over to the twins' bedroom. And that is where the scene has happened. In the twins' bedroom, there are 2 male elves and 1 female elf standing above the body of a twinned sister of the other elf, who is crying and hugging her dead sister on the bed.
I attack the elves.
The elves are friends.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone there is supposed to be there. There's no, outside interference as of yet.
No, but Gruff is one of those dogs that like just does that as a way of saying hello.
Hey, Orn, could you put push to talk on?
Apologies.
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody's messing with our dear friend.
That's okay. Sorry, go ahead. About the thing, about you were asking a question?
Which one of us, me or
You,
or,
I think.
Or... No, I was making a joke about Gruff being the kind of dog that jumps on people
Yeah, it
like,
was me.
Oh, I see.
Hello there, I'm happy to see you, or I'm sad to see you, those kind of like
I think-
overly affectionate.
Gruff,
I think
you
Orstein
are
had a
able
question.
to... go ahead. Go with your question. Gruff, what is your
Okay,
question?
I said Orstein.
Oh, Ornstein,
But-
do you have a question? I'm confused. Who
No,
has a question?
None of us had questions.
Okay.
No question.
While I was doing a really shit bit, Ornstein had background noise of what sounded like somebody messing with him, and
Gotcha.
Rick was
My
trying to
younger
get a
brother
word in
playing with his
edgeways.
friends.
No, that's absolutely fine. It's just
Okay,
a big clusterfuck. So let's just
Back to the
move
game.
forward.
we
Chaos.
Gruff runs up and jumps on the bed and is sniffing around and trying to figure out, obviously, what killed his master. Gruff, this is the twin named Sadine. The other twin is your master named Eliana. Or Elena, excuse me. Sadine is the dead one. There is blood on her chest around her heart and a knife in her heart. You would probably be safe to assume this is both the murder weapon and how she died.
I lick it. No, I don't.
That would be very not good.
Can I sniff it?
Yeah, give me a investigation check.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm confused why you like gave yourself such a bad.
Question, are we there as well?
Yeah, you all run up as well.
Could I make a medicine check
What are you trying to find out?
to see if this is the only actual thing that could have killed her?
Sure, go for it. You come in and you say,
I'm a doctor.
He's not. He's
So
It wasn't
really
that
not.
funny.
I'm a
But we are
doctor now.
professionals. Don't worry.
he says, "What's going on?" And Kent pulls Elena off, who is the soft-spoken elf with leaves in his hair, and he pulls Elena off and says, It's okay. I think they're here to help. They came with Gruff. We can figure out what happened.
Yes,
Can
we
I-
are professional investigators. This is our whole bread and butter. We know how to do this like the back of our hands. Don't worry. We were
Please
called
trust us,
by
we will
Gruff.
get this done shortly.
Go ahead, Jim.
Oh, okay. So I was just gonna say, hi, I'm Delilah, and I can probably maybe try to talk. I have, okay, out of character, I have a bonus action that can be used as much as I want to telepathically communicate with someone that I can see. So I could try to link up with, is she like dead or dying dead? Try to get information.
Okay, we will investigate first, then we'll get to that.
Okay.
So roll your investigation checks, friends.
I hope.
Oh, that's a
I
What did I
medicine
get for my
check.
medicine check?
I was going to ask if I can roll insight to read the mood of the people here.
We will get to that
No
in a second as
problem.
well. Your Gruff the Gruffest is not the Scooby-Doo level of mystery solver. He recognizes the smell of blood due to his battles, I suppose, but otherwise nothing sticks out. But Alexander,
Guard dog. He hasn't been in any battles.
maybe, I don't know, maybe he was
Figurative battles.
figurative.
Somebody left a bit of cheese on the floor, and that was a battle to lap up the cheese.
You've
like,
chased
off the
mice
floor.
around and bitten
Exactly,
them.
yeah.
Alexander Highmoor makes a fantastic 24 medicine check. The eyes are... I'm reading, excuse me. The eyes are swollen shut, and her tongue is swollen almost out of her mouth.
Ooh.
Bad.
I know what's going on.
As a small note, I made an 18 on investigation.
What were you trying to find out? What are you investigating?
Specifically, or where did the map go? There did the map go.
Say that again?
Is there anything like moderately like extra suspicious in the room? That's a terrible way of phrasing
Like,
it.
you're
So, like,
basically
looking
asking
for
like if
things
stuff's
that feel
been
like-
disturbed.
Yeah, intentionally like out of place. Like I know things are. I know I haven't been in the room before, but like
There's
can I
a
tell something
lamp
obviously out of
overturned,
place?
or...
Yeah, that kind of thing.
So
It all looks fairly tame. The only person with blood on them is Elena, well, and the dead body, but Elena was hugging them as you walked in. So everything else looks just sort of... This happened a few seconds ago, and everyone's still trying to process it.
Okay.
And
So,
Jim,
Doug,
Into the bed and there's a murder and he's
I
like,
have a
oh,
good question. By eyes puffy, is it like the blood vessels are broken?
around the top of the eye, yes, it looks bruised, almost.
Okay, makes sense. So it's like blunt force trauma, and not the thing that happens when someone gets suffocated.
It looks like, because of your great medicine check, it doesn't look like blunt force trauma or anything like that. It looks like a reaction to something, as if an
Interesting.
allergic reaction.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the knife. Just commit it to memory for later use.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Jim, give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Well, no, do charisma. I feel like trying to talk to a dead person is very charismatic.
18.
An 18. That's not bad. You are an empath rather than a telepath. So I guess the feeling that she's feeling could be considered dead. But there is a lot of emotions in the air right now. Elena is obviously very upset. You feel as if they had some sort of altercation beforehand, but she does love her sister. Kent is Elena's boyfriend, you can assume, is very sad for Elena, and the other person who has not been named yet is Lambo. You can tell immediately that he loved Sadine and was Sadine's boyfriend. So, to reiterate, Sadine is the dead one, Lambo is her boyfriend, Elena is the other twin, Kent is her boyfriend.
Gotcha.
And,
Then Delilah's gonna say, oh, sorry.
No, Lambo is just trying to... He's not screaming
Process.
or anything like the other ones. He's trying to process it. He's very confused, obviously, because he wasn't expecting a murder tonight, but also is just very... He's not one to overreact, so he's mourning silently, more so than... and trying to figure out why someone would do this to her.
Okay, she's gonna say, "Okay, this is a lot," and start hyperventilating, which I will not do on vocal. Just
Appreciate
please.
it.
Thank you.
Who else wanted to
And
do a thing?
I wanted to do an insight check to read the dispositions, but no, I don't know what Delilah's done, so
That's
I
fair.
will do that regardless.
Go for
even
it.
though Delilah has kind of perfectly done all the stuff I wanted to do. But I will see a 10. I don't give a fuck.
I feel
You're
like...
gonna have to calm her down before you get the info anyway.
Yeah, I think you get what Delilah read, but to a lesser extent. You don't know that anyone's related to each other, I guess, other than twins? I don't know, they could be cousins.
I walk in and go in my head, sad, really
Murder
sad.
equals not great.
Sorry for your loss.
So
You're
DM,
lost.
is the
Yes.
smell from the knife related to what happened to the rest of the family in my backstory?
No, it is not.
I'm gonna
Somebody-
take my gloved hand and just kind of pull the knife out of her and inspect it closer to see if there's anything besides blood on it.
I was
Before
gonna
you're
say
able
use the
to,
hand.
Elena screams out, "What are you doing?"
I believe that there may be a bit more than just stabbing that is what killed this woman.
So I say before we use our hands, do mage hands have fingerprints?
I'm using a glove.
Mage hands.
Wow, wow, Helbeic, that is
Do
that
mage
is a
hands have
place to
fingerprints?
go.
Give me a second, I'll get to that question. Kent says, no offense, we don't know you. Don't come in and touch.
My apologies. I'm Alexander Highmoor, wizard extraordinaire.
Okay,
will
I
go
don't.
over,
I don't care.
I
My
will go over
sister,
to them.
the sister of my girlfriend has been murdered, and we have called someone here to deal with this. I sent a sending stone signal just before you burst through the door. Can we not touch things? We need a professional to look at this.
We
Gruff
are
the Gruffest.
Not think I'm
professionals.
professional?
Do you have a badge?
I actually
I
do
pull out
have a
my
badge.
whatever kind of badge I have.
It's
I
like
believe that's-
it's a bar tab with like 3 holes punched out of it out of 10.
Oh, I thought we would have some like flaming fist symbol somewhere that I could denote as a badge.
Where is the sheriff's badge?
Belle has the sheriff's badge, but they're not here.
That's what I was
Oh.
gonna say, but I was like, damn, I wish I had Belle's sheriff badge.
He says, "Okay, so
We're
there
professional.
are too many people here. Let's not do this right here. Let's go
Before you kick
downstairs."
us out, important question.
No,
Did
they're
she have
not.
any sort of allergy?
Alexander, they're not kicking us out. They're just asking us to go
Kick
downstairs.
us out of the room. I want to make sure
Oh.
beforehand.
I don't. Elena, do you have any allergies? And she's like, "No."
Not
She's-
certain like animals.
No, what? What?
Well-
what possesses you to
I,
ask a
Judging-
question like that? My
well,
sister's been
judging-
murdered.
Well,
out of
judging by her
character.
disposition.
Well, she could just have been poisoned.
There's a
'cause
knife
you
in her
get-
Well, that is
chest.
a possibility.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
if you look at her face, it seems as if she had a reaction to something. So the knife may
Probably
not
the
have been
knife
what
in her
killed
chest.
Which is why I would have liked to check it.
Okay. Let's calm
don't
down.
Worry about this whole knife thing later. It's not going to
People
disappear.
are so
over-
difficult to talk to.
Just okay, everyone out. Let's get out. Let's let these people, grieve properly. Let's let the authorities come. Everybody out. Come on. I'm looking at you, Pussycat. Come on, out we come. All of you out. Come on.
The pussycat's done nothing. The pussycat's been
yeah.
great.
But Barathrus is not in the room.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
Why?
going to ask.
Doug, could you say I became like a decent bit familiar with the knife and how it looks?
Oh yeah, you can check on. There's engravings on the handle.
I'm going to ask.
Good, I will keep that in mind for later. I'll
Go
do it
for it.
Sir Gruff, do you mind staying here and guarding the body?
let's
So-
assume that's a yes.
Someone who can speak to animals, do you mind asking him to stay here?
He understood you. He just said yes.
Oh yeah. I go over to Delilah. Oh shit! I haven't fixed my intelligence yet. I should probably do that.
Gruff, your role as a dog being here is on one hand a guard dog, on the second hand a servant, but you're also emotionally a support dog. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be beside a dead person, but you're probably more needed at your post with Elena.
I mean, aren't I like next to her on the bed?
Sadine is on the bed. Elena is the one that is going downstairs to the den, I suppose.
Wait, she's going down. Okay, never mind. I'm not paying attention apparently.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There is 6 of us here.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us. So, Kent has suggested that we get out of the room because there's a dead body here. Probably not great for the psyche. He says, "Listen, we'll answer questions. I don't care. The constable's coming. He'll know what to do. Let's not be in here right now. Okay?
I have a question.
Okay. Well, can we answer the question downstairs?
No. Nye has a question.
Okay.
Sorry, that's the
Go for it,
curse
Nye.
of having the same voice for your character.
I understand.
Do we know what a constable of Chull looks like, or of the local area?
There's no constables in Chult. This is a constable from the royal family.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay, that was gonna be my second question.
Diplomatic mission, guys. Diplomatic mission.
Yeah, because I was about to ask, where do we stand legally? But that sums up perfectly for me right there.
Started blasting.
we're going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm glad Helbeic asked about the fingerprints now.
Wait, this is D&D. Why would it have fingerprints?
Technically, you can still see people's fingerprints. It's not impossible, because if you get ink and then you just put it on some average parchment paper, you can still see someone's fingerprint.
Well, yeah, and like it's not too
And so
complex a concept.
Yeah, and it still might be on the knife, because if like they stabbed someone and then they had blood on their finger and then it got onto the knife, then they left a imprint of their finger on the knife potentially.
All right.
You, Kent says, Lambo, do you mind leading them downstairs? And we can figure that out. And Lambo's like, yeah, sure, okay. And he's very worked up. Not worked up in... He's trying to process it still. You all are led out. And Alexander, you're the last one out with Kent. Kent pushes you up against the doorframe and says, I don't know what happened here. And the constable is going to solve that. If I find that you touched anything in this room or any of the other rooms and tampered with evidence, I can guarantee that you will not be a doctor or a wizard or anything anymore. Do you understand me? I'll take your mutedness as a yes. And you are all led downstairs. Kent returns to Elena's side in the den, and they're sort of talking about what to do. Barry, what is Barry doing?
Yeah. Barry is not with the group at this point. He went in with everyone else, but seeing that there was a body and everyone crowded into one room, he took it upon himself to start patrolling a little bit separately.
Okay. So, let's take Barry. Let's put him. You see that everyone's in this room. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to go straight to the balcony first.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
And he's, I think, doing all. He's not trying to hide, but he's also not trying to call attention to himself.
Got you.
And he doesn't have any idea, sort of, who these people are really, or what happened here. But there was obviously a murder, so he's just kind of, I think, investigating the balcony as an obvious possible escape route for a murderer.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
They're on. Go ahead.
was gonna say that the bad news is my investigation roll was an 8. So
Okay. Yeah, you look over the balcony and you don't see any. There's no. What do they call it? The weird cross-hatched wooden planks that vines grow up. There's nothing of that to climb up.
There's no trellis.
Trellis, yes. There's also there's no imprint marks from if someone killed and then jumped off the balcony. There's nothing like that. You don't
Okay.
think that this was a means of escape.
okay.
Though while everyone else is downstairs, we can do a bit of investigating in other places if you would like.
We could just go over to that second balcony as well.
Okay, make another investigation check.
Whoa, you just leap it. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I just love the idea that like Barry like looks out looks to the door where he
Nice.
could go through the house and then just goes meh.
Takes the short.
Holy
Sure.
moly! I just saw the roll.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
a 25.
Barry,
How many 20s say?
You find the murderer.
there
It
are
was you!
on this barrel right here. There's an ashtray and there are 2 cigarette butts that have recently been put out.
Okay. That's it.
Um,
Like, recently, like in the last 5 minutes, or like in the
Correct.
last hour.
This
Okay.
happened immediately during or before the murder, basically. Gruff, what you know is a few minutes ago, it's not very long ago, your friend Lambo, who is the butcher of the group, Kent and Elena went upstairs to do something, and Lambo asked you to go get more oil to cook with. And that is why you were not at their side for a moment. So, what would the rest of the group like to do? You are all down in the den.
I would like
I'll be
to
next to
talk to Lambo.
whoever's the woman that the sister that that's grieving.
Okay, you are directly beside Elena. What was your question, Helbeic?
I would like to talk to Lambo.
Okay, Lambo was, he says, I'm gonna go finish what I can from supper, I suppose.
So I'm just gonna follow him and talk to him as he goes along.
Sure.
This will be my investigation, buddy.
Would anyone else like to go talk to Lambo in the kitchen?
I am gonna try and help Delilah, who I think is still not having a great time, as shocking as it may be for Alder to be remotely helpful.
That sounds good to me.
Would anyone like to be my investigation buddy?
I think Alexander's the only one left because Barry's
Okay.
upstairs.
I'll go
I'm
follow
with
Helbeic.
Delilah. Gruff is staying by the grieving sister, and Barry's upstairs. So you could ask Alexander. He's literally the only person in the room that's not occupied.
I am very deep in thought, but I have nothing to do, so I'll hang out with Helbeic, I guess.
Okay, we are going to
I'm not
do...
forcing you. I just like Helbeic is literally the only person. Alexander, you were the only person that wasn't doing something.
Gruff, you're in here with the 2. Alexander Highmoor and Alder is with Delilah. And Belle is not here right now, so I'm deleting her. And Tyrio is also not here, because he's a dog.
Belle just appears to take control and fix everything.
So, we are going to do a scene with Helbeic and Alexander Highmoor and Lambo in the kitchen. So would you, the rest of you, move to group 1 of the D&D voice chat?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So, is Lambo the dead girl's lover or something? Is that right?
Yeah, sure. You can ask. You can ask what the
Oh,
relation.
I'm just making sure from what you
Well,
told me.
I guess
told
Gruff
earlier.
would be the only one that knows, and he's dog. So yeah, you're welcome to ask. He says,
Well,
yeah, I was
Okay.
Sadine's girlfriend. I don't. Why would someone kill her?
Did you think of any motivation?
Honestly, no. I mean, Kent
I asked
is
why.
supposedly going to marry Elena. Why would she kill? Why would Kent kill Elena's sister? And I
Which
mean,
of the twins is older?
So
they're twins. They're the same age.
Yes, but it's off by a slight amount because you can't give birth at the same time.
I guess you can if they're the twins that are connected. Conjoined twins, right?
Huh?
Conjoined
Yeah.
twins are born at the same time.
technically,
Oh.
yes.
Yes, that's true, but one half comes out first.
No.
Does it really matter that much?
It could, because if they're royalty, then if she
Oh,
was
yeah,
the older
inheritance and
one,
all that.
killing her would allow the younger one to ascend to the throne, thus giving more power
No,
to
their brother, the prince, is older than them. I don't think that.
Oh, there's another sibling.
Yes, he's
That's
not.
very interesting to know.
He's in the royal court right now.
Very interesting. Well,
Yeah.
what can you tell us about her?
You
were her
Elena had.
boyfriend?
Yes, I am. We've
Yes. So what can you tell us about her?
about Sadine or Elena.
Sadine.
Sadine is obviously I'm going to say the more beautiful of the two, but Sadine
Yes,
was
biased. I understand.
definitely more understanding and careful. Sadine was the one that really was into politics and the more appreciated of the two sisters by her family solely because she was better at it. Elena's great at being a diva, but other than that, she can't really do much.
Are you the only four who live here?
We don't live here on vacation.
Well, vacationing here, spending your time.
It's a summer home that we come to every year or so.
So it was just you four here.
Yes. And Gruff.
Yes, and Gruff.
But I don't think Gruff would have anything to do with this. Oh my god, what if that was the twist?
It's the dog all
The
along.
dog
That would
killed
be
them all.
Oh
funny.
my god.
That would be funny.
That's not the twist, spoilers.
It would, if it
So-
was like someone polymorphed into the dog or something.
Did you recognize the knife, perchance? Or was it just a simple kitchen knife?
Alexander, give me a Highmoor. Give me an investigation check.
Give me a Highmoor.
Yes.
Okay. Come on, don't disappoint me now. Don't disappoint me. 20, 30.
There are multiple knives in this room that correspond with that knife. It is a kitchen knife that killed her.
Interesting.
Helbeic, do you have any questions?
I do. I must ask why you were immediately so antagonistic towards my good friend Alexander here.
That was Kent that
understand.
was antagonistic towards Alexander.
Who? I'm
Kent.
sorry.
He
Kent
seems
is
like
the
a
other
rather
dude. That's okay.
aggressive fellow.
I've got my people mixed up.
That's okay.
And then, oh yeah, I have that written down already, and then I just said the wrong person. Anyways, so I must ask, now that I'm thinking about the right question, why did you go immediately to go cocoon? You know, thinking as you're probably one of the closest people to her here, if not the closest, why wouldn't you be doing literally nothing and grieving versus just, well, I'm just going to go about my day making food like I'm just perfectly normal.
Well, on one hand, a lot of my family members die young. Unfortunately, I'm used to death. But mainly because I have a sausage in the oven that is about to burn. And I don't want the house to burn down. And I don't. Elena and Kent can do their own thing. I don't want to get in the middle of that.
I understand. It's a sort of coping way, isn't it, to attempt to deny it as long as you can.
I'm not. I hate that it happened, but I don't. I can't do this right now. I gotta take the sausage out. I gotta preoccupy myself before all of this comes crashing down. The constable's gonna be here soon, and we can figure out what happened then.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, compartmentalizing. There's nothing. There's nothing that I can do to stop it. It's happened.
Well,
The sausage is enough to feed all of you and the constable when he comes. So, you're welcome to it. Have you ever had blood sausage before?
I have not. I was about to
indeed.
ask what kind it is.
Yeah, it's quite apt, I suppose, in a sinister sort of way. We have chicken that I was going to cook tomorrow, which is why I went to get the oil. After we drain the chicken, we butter it up and prepare it overnight, and we use the blood as a seasoning agent
So
for the sausage.
You were cooking this beforehand?
Yes, I told Gruff to go get the oil, and I put it in the oven immediately after. Prepared it, put it in the oven, yeah.
Makes sense. Would you mind if I, took a look around in the kitchen real quick?
Yeah, go for it. There's an adjoining closet of the kitchen that has a half door.
For their ingredients and stuff.
Ah, I see. There is a half door down south of the kitchen that's a closet with china and silverware and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
There are ingredients to cook that stuff. I mean,
I would see if there's something that could cause a reaction within the cupboards, like with what I saw.
got you. If there's any, peanuts or anything commonly allergic to,
Yeah, or even anything possibly poisonous.
got you. There doesn't seem to be anything like that.
So it would have had to been an outside source. Interesting.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, just talking to myself. It's elementary, you know.
I never went to elementary school. I went straight to high school.
I am still kind of kicking myself at the inability to look at the knife itself. It could have given some more information, but at least I know that it may not have been that which affected her.
So I'm going to say, thank you, Lambo. You've been a great help. I'm horribly sorry I
Indeed.
mistook you for someone else. I'm gonna go talk to him now.
Okay. Please, stay for dinner. It's the least we could do for trying to figure all this out.
Oh yes, of course I will.
I'll make sure.
Okay. And we're switching back to the others.
What was it? As we leave the room, I was gonna mention something to Helbeic.
Okay, go
Oh,
for it.
what?
I'm gonna lean over to Helbeic and whisper, "Hey, this doesn't fully acquit him, but you might have been the only one in the kitchen where that's a kitchen knife that killed her."
This is a good point. I give you that.
All right.
But the kitchen knives aren't secured or anything in the kitchen. Anyone could have walked in.
Yes, but it is a bit more against him.
I agree, but I'm not going to use that as definitive evidence. As he could
So we have to get more, but it's a suspicion.
someone could have just grabbed it at any time. Actually, I'm going to ask him one more question. I have one more question for you.
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been in the kitchen preparing this before the murder?
I sent Gruff to get some oil, came back in here to cook, and then ran up whenever I heard the scream.
And then before that, how long were you in the kitchen?
I've been preparing this for a couple hours. It takes quite a bit of time to prepare the chicken.
I see. Thank you. So I whispered Alexander. So he's been in here quite a while, but there was also a time where someone could have ran in here and grabbed the knife.
Yes, so as if someone did swipe it, he would have had to have seen them.
Small question. The food prep has 2 doors.
Yes, it has 2 doors, one going in. I mean, they're both going in and out. That's what doors do. But one on either side.
We were in the
So-
kitchen when
so
Doug
my-
said that there were the knives around.
Right, he's been using knives to prepare sausages and stuff.
I'm assuming we don't have any way to check if actually that would be a good way to do it. Theoretically, could you like smell like the pig blood versus or whatever the sausage blood is versus like normal human
I'm gonna
blood?
check it later to make sure
Would
if it's poisoned or not.
Helbeic be able to do so? I don't know what kind of nose
Insight.
abilities Helbeic has, but I'm not sure Helbeic would have the.
He's just an app.
I feel like he's an average dude.
What we could do is we could ask.
You do have a
could-
creature in your party now who is specialized in
Dog.
sniffing things.
Could a familiar accomplish the same thing? 'Cause I can communicate with him telepathy.
I don't know if.
So-
Yeah, what kind of familiar do you have?
I don't have one right now, but I have the materials to summon one. That's what I'm saying.
It depends on what familiar you want to summon, but you do have the dog there.
Okay,
So,
I just-
yeah. And I don't think owls are especially good at sniffing.
Yes, they're not good at smelling, but they're great at seeing.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that is all, so I'm gonna pass into the other chat now.
Thank you and have a good day.
Okay.
Whatever.
Stay in this chat. I'm gonna go ahead and just move myself to their chat.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
Hello.
It's no
Neither
I-
can I, nice.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hey Laura, since you're not in this party, I'm gonna kick you out to the other chat again.
hop in. Bye.
Bye.
Laura's having a good time chatting with us.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
You
Hello,
are
yeah.
in the room with
We are.
Kent and Elena.
So we have don't worry, we did plan this out so that it all goes just in one go. So I'm first going to try and console Delilah, and then I would like to start, I guess, not interrogating, just feeling around verbally
gonna
to
suss
kind of
him out.
gauge the room. Yeah, basically, but no, I'm not doing like the smacking people's heads against stuff kind of thing. I'm not even being that hostile. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Delilah and I'm like, hey, look at me, look, you see me? Hey, look, shh, it's okay, it's okay. Now I'm only gonna say this to you, and if you tell anybody that I'll say this, I'm going to vehemently deny it. But
Okay.
I trust you, okay? You got good head on your shoulders. Belle recommended you. You are very highly regarded by them, and I trust you. And you need to be. And if I trust you, you gotta trust me. So trust me when I say it's okay. We're gonna find out who did this. We're gonna get the bad guy and get the justice, okay? And it's all gonna be okay.
Okay.
And if you're scared, you
Great.
just tell me, okay? And remember,
Not scared.
don't you
Just
and remember
stuff.
it's okay, and remember, you don't tell a word of this. At best, I was aloof and cool, okay? I was not nice to you
Right.
at all, okay? Got it?
Right,
There we
stealing-
go. That's it.
Stealing cold emotions. Okay.
You-
Okay.
Okay,
Out of
that's
character.
Okay.
That's where the trustworthy comes in for Adler.
Totally.
when there's one
I
person,
will-
the only other person in the room is the dog, and I know he can't speak, so it's okay.
He's a
Sure,
great
I
he's
will
a great
explain what I
typist
felt
though.
then.
You see him on the typewriter
Oh.
typing up every word that you say.
No.
I'm on a typewriter. You just see like a dog somehow gets like a piece of paper on the floor, and he's using his paw to like write out something.
But what's great is he looks over to me and he has little spectacles that he just pushes up slowly as he's looking at me, and I'm just like,
Judging
no.
you.
And you say
Okay.
strike that from the record, and he rips off the paper and tosses it behind him.
No,
Remember
he
the dog.
needs the
He eats the
paper.
paper.
He needs the
Yeah.
paper.
I love it.
So
Anyway, back to the
Okay,
murder.
no, I know. I just wanted to.
No,
you
you're
know,
good.
okay,
You're
you know,
good.
Are we okay, Delilah? Yeah. All right. It's
Okay.
okay.
You're
Now-
in the room with Elena and Kent. Delilah, you know that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Elena is crying quite a lot.
I
wanna
am
go
gonna
over to
go
her.
over.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna kind of give you a look, kind of like a oh yeah, we've known each other for less than 24 hours, so there's not really a. Actually, no,
It's
Alder
fine.
probably does these like complex hand and eye signals that nobody understands because he thinks that it's just normal to do that. So he's gonna kind of just do like a
Big wide-eyed nodding.
yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go over to, if Delilah's covering the grieving sister, I will go over to the boyfriend. Is
Mhm.
it, I can't remember whose boyfriend is which. Sorry, you'll
Kent
have,
is
Sister's
Elena's
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
right. Okay, thank you. Do you want? Okay. Hi there. So I know there was a lot of. I look. I know that we came on very strong, and we should come from a more honest place.
No,
Look,
there's
we're
a lot's going on. We
yes, of
all
course.
react to it differently.
Mhm.
Elena's crying. I'm consoling, and Lambo is
Is there a
doesn't care,
window?
I guess. So we're all doing different reactions. What's up? What can I help you with?
Out of character, is there a window next to these people?
I don't think so.
Damn it. I was gonna call a bunch of butterflies to try and make Elena smile. What do I have in my chair?
A hamster.
This is a nice
I'll just whip
house.
out the
So the
hamster.
windows. This is a nice house. So the windows are like at least like 10, 15 feet away from
True.
everything. Like
Damn rich people.
yeah.
Alright, I'll say, hey,
DM,
hey, pet your dog, pet your dog.
speaking of that, I would like Sir Gruff would like push what's her name? I keep on forgetting her name.
Elena.
Elena. Elena's like hand to like try to like pet me.
Oh. She
Yeah,
says, Gruff, you're the only one not here to protect her.
Oh.
What?
But he was on the people
Jesus!
he was helping, saving the household.
She hugs you. She hugs you super tight to where it's hard to breathe.
That's fine, Delilah will
And-
do it back. She does hard hugs.
And Sir Gruff, forgive my language beforehand, would say, "What the fuck?" in dog.
Yeah, that's like.
Delilah blinks at this but does not comment. Hey, so do you wanna what was your sister like? Was she was nice? I bet she was nice like you, right?
She loved Gruff, and she loved Lambo, and she loved hamsters.
Yeah, and they're all here. It's just like parts of her is still here, right?
Yeah, but they're stabbed.
Well, there's that part too, but the dog's not stabbed and the little hamster's not sad, see? Can I make the hamster do like a trick? I don't know what tricks hamsters do. He's gonna do a flip.
It pulls
Wait,
out.
where's
It
the
pulls out a
hamster?
top hat and cane.
Yeah. There was a
Hello, my
hamster in my
baby.
chair,
Hello,
Rick, and
my
now I've
honey.
brought it out.
And she's like,
I'm a ragtime girl.
and she's like, you look just like Sadine's hamster.
Oh, Sadine has a hamster? Where is he? Can I meet him? Can I meet him?
It's dead too.
Why is the hamster dead?
Oh,
I'll
have
say
a
that
question.
further.
is he like
I
on
have
the
a
chest?
I have a question, and I'm happy to roll.
Go for it.
I'm not going to ask them directly because it's rude. Would I, through whatever means, have any inkling of what kind of high swanking people these are? Are these legitimate royals? Are these just nice nobles?
Give
Are
me a
they just-
history check.
Yeah, I figured. That's fine.
History.
Yeah, this won't be good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Oh shit! No. That's with the -3. I've not updated my character.
Type
that would
exclamation
be-
point update.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. Do you want me to roll again, or do you want me to just?
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, well, again.
Yeah, sorry.
-3. Yikes.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
because it halved.
Good
I had
times.
a 10 intelligence, and you said, "Oh, you lose 5," and I'm like, "Well, I'm at 5."
That's my intelligence.
Wow.
More
It's
fives.
worse. It's somehow worse than because if I didn't have -3, it would have been a 7. So that's always good to know. So yeah, I don't know. That's understandable. These are elves. I don't really keep track of.
Yeah, I was about to say
elven-
your elvishness comes from the Shadowfell, not really. You're not
Yeah,
really
I'm not
involved
really
in
into-
real world politics that much.
Yeah. Oh
Here's
yeah,
the
I've not
chat.
been here in
Chat is
a
live
while.
streaming now, right? I thought only the Mega DM channel could, but I don't know how this works.
No, we're live streaming. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
that's fine. I would like then to kind of just approach both of them, but probably speaking more to the Elena's boyfriend, because Delilah is actually handling is handling Elena, not Elena. Yes,
Yes,
Elena.
Elena.
Sorry, name. Yes, Elena. Well,
Excuse me.
so look, we got off on the wrong foot, and I recognise this is all very distressing. We are, well, we're whatever you need us to be. Put it that way, and we can quite easily be private investigators. I apologise for my friends. They do mean well, but they are they put their foot in their mouth quite a lot. It's just, but trust us when we say we can get to the bottom of this. I know you have your own sources and contacts, but we found Gruff, and we're just doing our civic duty, if you will. I was just hoping, could you answer some of my questions? If you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. But
I know that you. I don't know why you're here. All I know is that you are. The constable should be here soon and figure things out. So I don't mind solidifying my story with another party. I guess.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
As long as everyone listen, I don't care what you ask. I'm an open book. I'll say whatever you need me to, but I am not okay with someone being up there tampering with stuff because
No,
that is
that is
how we lose vital information.
Yeah, no,
It's a good thing everyone is down here now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, quiet as church mice, us. Yep. Oh God.
Delilah and Ellen are having loud, vaguely hysterical conversations.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. So,
And Sir Gruff is just confused.
if possible, the first question that we need to know is: are you the only occupants of the house? And if not, is there anybody else that lives within the house with you?
Sure.
Any servants, any relatives, estranged cousins, anything like that?
Give me a second. Aleda, honey, I'm gonna go answer this fella's questions. Gruff is here. I'm just across the room if you need anything. And she nods through her tears. So you all step over
Give Delilah a subtle look like, also get information out of her is what I'm trying to mine, but I'm not going to do it. Obviously, never mind.
Can I telepathically say I got you?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I keep forgetting you have fucking telepathy. Yeah, that would... Oh, shit, do you have message? Because that's great. Because message, you do like... I came up with a thing where you do like finger guns for message.
Finger guns?
No, you have to point at who you want to message to. So I said a canonic thing I do in my games is that each player goes finger, just like like the finger bang thing, like the cha-cha.
Let's not say finger bang. Let's say finger guns.
I know, finger guns.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yep, I know.
I know. So I don't, but as I said, it's listed on my sort of actions as a special action that I can telepathically talk to someone from X amount of miles away based on rolling a d6. And there doesn't appear to be a limit on that.
Okay.
Although we can change that.
No, that's fine. That sounds good to me. And they're all less than 1 mile away, so...
Oh, is this... Oh, sorry, I thought this homebrew was yours, Doug. Is this someone else's?
No, this is from official books.
Oh, is it? Shit! Oh my
yeah, my
goodness,
first campaign had a psionic sorcerer before. He was so fun. And also hated everyone.
It came out a month ago or so.
Oh, okay, that's fine. A month is still okay to not be aware of these things. That's fine.
He says, "Hi, I'm I'm Kent. I'm Elena's boyfriend. What can I help you with?
So, just the first question I ask, a very pertinent one, are the four people that, well,
Oh yeah, you
are
asked if
you the
they're
only
so
occupant
they
of
are
the
the
house? Yes.
Sadine and Elena are sisters. Kent is Elena's boyfriend, and Sadine
Right.
is Lambo's boyfriend. They are the only four here, and he says this is a vacation home of the Eunices, and we come here once every summer.
Okay. Now, could you give me, and I apologize for using these words, but do you have an alibi? Do you and Elena have alibis?
We were with each other, yeah. We were upstairs smoking.
Understood. And do you know where the Lamdo, okay, I
Lambo.
can't say his name.
It's like
Lambo,
lamb with a O.
yeah, Lambo and the
Lambo,
dead one.
yeah,
Did you know their whereabouts at the time of the murder?
I heard someone come up the stairs beforehand, but Lambo has been cooking for forever. I don't know why Gruff wasn't with them.
Okay.
Gruff usually stays by one of their sides.
Yes, no, I recognize that. He's a good boy. What do you have any? Again, apologies for asking, but is there anybody that would want to do you any harm? Have you made enemies? You seem to come off from a very well-off family collectively. You know, there's always somebody who wants a little bit of a greased palm or a little bit of revenge, you know,
Right.
spurned lover,
No, I
anything
mean,
like that.
I'm we're all friends here, you know. Lambo grew up with all of us, and he's gonna be he's of House Malishtar, and he'll be he's going to the butcher business. He's starting his own franchise soon, and I'm of House Mandarin, and we're all our houses are right beside each other on the royal block, as they say, and I'm just a herbalist, and I'm going to college next year, so we thought we'll have a big hullabaloo before and go to the vacation home.
Mhm. So how long have they been in a relationship for an extended period of time?
As
Is
long
this
as we
fairly
can
new?
remember,
As long as you
we
mean.
were all kids. We grew up together.
Understood.
They were
Thank you.
dating when they were children?
Yeah,
Well, it's
they weren't.
like
It wasn't
it's
an
like
official like
fairy
kissy
tale
date.
romance. Yeah, it was. Yeah, as they got older, they realized that their maybe like emotions were actual like stronger.
So Gruff
You
is
know.
Sadist character.
Okay, fair enough. Gruff is
I
grossed
like the
out
idea.
by the underage romance. That's
No,
not.
but I
That's
like the
not.
Gruff has
idea.
rules.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not any straight. They're like
No,
growing up
it's not
for
like an
elves.
arranged
Yeah,
marriage kind of thing. It's just they were kids that grew up together, and you know they have okay.
I
yeah.
know,
They're
I get
also
what you mean, but
elves.
also
So going through high school as an elf is you're like 150 years old by then.
Yeah, exactly. It's a chore. You have to learn everything.
Yeah.
Like you have to do like A through Elven Z or Z, I should
It is
say.
Zed canonically in Elvish.
Oh, is it actually? Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a true
I
fact
wouldn't
that I
have
made
guessed.
up.
Oh, love. Oh, thank you. So, sorry, I was just gonna say quickly. I like the idea that like Sir Gruff is like making these noises, but he makes dog noises, so it just sounds he's making like consoling.
Yep.
But he's actually going, "Oh my god!"
what the fuck are my masters, bro?
Yeah, exactly. But it just sounds like, "Oh."
Any other questions?
Oh, actually, this is one. Who is the constable you are contacting? Do you know them personally, or are they related to you in any manner? Just for
They're
curiosity's sake.
before we left, the twins' dad gave them a stone to crush if something went wrong, and I assume he'll be here any minute.
Oh, oh. Uh, who was in possession of this stone? Was it Elena? Elena.
once Elena and I found Sadine, the second I saw it, I ran over to their bag and grabbed the
Crushed it.
stone, and then ran back
Okay.
over to console her.
Huh. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Can you guys help me? Do you think there's anything else I need to ask them? Am I not? I'm not missing anything. Like,
I mean, just
Why are
general,
they
like,
supporting
enemies.
underage romances? No,
No.
just kidding.
Enemies,
I
jilted
know.
lovers, but that sounds like they were in these sort of
I kind of leaned
idealistic.
into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm trying to. Okay, Nye is saying this. I'm not saying this to him. It's kind of hard to not think it's Lambo, which is where my
Mhm.
brain is going. But that's the whole thing with a third party, is they'd be a really shit third party if it was obvious that there was a marionette pulling the strings kind of thing. So
I mean, I can always try to relate to Elena with the whole, diplomat's kid, it's so hard being in this security and like a weird world, blah blah blah. See if
Yeah,
that gets anything out of her.
let's move to Elena and Delilah.
yeah.
Did they already specify what their position is and I missed it? Or because you said the constable is from a royal family, so are they royalty?
Yeah, sort of. It's sort of a weird pseudo democracy thing where their father is a senator, or equivalent of a senator. They're not
Yeah, I know.
princesses,
I follow.
but yeah,
His last name is Armstrong.
Delilah.
He's going to take over the United States.
exactly.
But they are.
9/11.
Oh
No,
goodness.
no,
it would be the same as Delilah, like, because they're diplomats' kids, and diplomats are always given,
They have special
ostentatious-
passes.
Yeah, they have special passes, and they do have
Yes.
protection, so you would know exactly this kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Yay!
Mhm.
Backstory.
She says.
So yeah, she's crying.
Yeah, and she's like, and that's how Smushums died. He ran away.
Oh, yeah, it's so hard when your pets die, especially when you're like us moving around all over the place, and it's really hard to make connections sometimes. I bet you
Right?
and your
It's
sister
like
are really close.
it's like we had a small piece of home.
Yeah, of course. And the boys that were with you, they were also from your home?
Yeah, we all grew up together.
Well, that must be nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone that you can trust.
Yeah, when I was growing up, the local kids didn't really like me because I was different and, foreign and all that. Did you have anything? Did you get along well with the local kids? Did you go to school with them?
Kinda. I mean, we all have different things. I don't know what I'm doing, but Sadine's gonna definitely grow up to be a senator. And Kent's gonna be a herbalist, but he's going to college next year. And Lambo's gonna be the best butcher around.
Well, that sounds very exciting for them. I'm sure you'll figure something out. I don't know what I'm doing either. I never do. But I think, I think that makes us more fun to be around, more well-rounded.
Mood, sister, mood. Gruff say
Yeah,
that
let's not get into that.
Right?
The dog disagrees with me.
Right? That's what I keep telling my dad, but he says I need to decide right away.
Did your dad have your sister working on any sort of local political campaigns to sort of up her status as a future senator?
That's a lot of big words, but I don't think so.
So she wasn't like class president or homecoming queen?
No. She kind of is just naturally good at everything.
Oh wow, she
shit,
sounds great.
shit.
Oh, so
Sorry,
she's a
I
golden goal. Okay.
Yes,
just
she's
realized
Betty
that
White. She's the Betty White of the Elven Empire.
I just realized these are like kids. My
Yes.
brain, sorry, my
Thanks for
brain was
talking about not
way
going
off.
to college.
Yeah, I just realized how when you said like, oh, was she like prom queen? And I'm like, I do actually feel a bit bad now, for being like, ah man, these rich, 20-somethings. It's like, no, these are like children. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I took it to a very polite and gentle tone then.
Yeah, that could have gone pretty rough pretty fast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I don't know
continue.
quite how to go about this because, as I said, Delilah's not that smart.
For simplicity, could you ask if what her dad was wanting her to go into?
Yes. Did your dad have a plan? I know parents can be really hardcore about what they want their kids to do sometimes.
Kinda. I mean, Sadim was gonna do the whole senator thing, and he wanted me to help behind the scenes, like organizing things, like a secretary and like a party planner,
Oh, okay.
and like that sounds cool and all, but I like being in the front, you know.
Yeah, of course. Being someone's right-hand man isn't the same as being the one in the spotlight.
Yeah, and I feel like he always liked her more than me.
Did that ever get you down, like in the middle of the night, when you're just alone with your thoughts?
No, Kent's always been there for me, and he knows how to tell me what's going on and just how to calm down.
Okay, that must be really useful to have.
Yeah. And of course, Gruff. Gruff's the best. And she
How long
hugs
have
you.
you had Gruff?
Gruff is immortal. Oh my
Right,
god, what if
yeah,
he
I
was
just wanted to
actually
know if you
immortal?
grew up with him.
No, I love that. She's going, he's so immortal. Like, he's been around so long being immoral. It's like, do you mean immortal? Oh,
No,
yeah,
maybe.
well,
I don't know.
Gruff is the
Okay.
murderer all along.
I'm confused.
Immoral
Gruff's
versus
been here
immortal.
since the last Gruff dog died. We always have a Gruff.
Oh, God.
My
God.
dad's family actually had the same thing. They had dogs called Tang 1 and Tang 2. Anyway.
This is where, like, Gruff's ears goes, huh? This is the first I've been told of it.
No.
And you peer out the
Mortality.
window. You peer out the window, and there's tons of tombstones with Gruff 1, Gruff 2 on them.
Because they're elves. So, like, presuming Gruff is like a normal dog, they would go through so many dogs, which is kind of terrifying now that I've just realized that.
Yeah, that's why
Oh
you
my
train
God.
them to be such companions, is because you want the next one to follow in the footsteps and just be like the previous.
Hold on. This is me out of character. I thought these guys were going to be human.
Oh,
So this is
no.
like messing with me. Like coming into this, like, oh yeah, the Morris family is human. It'll be fine. Elves, okay, I'm out of my element here.
It's fine, we all are.
Meta talk, though. This is making both Kent and Elena, probably more Kent, very likely suspects for taking out her sister, though. Which is interesting to think about.
What? See, this is always the issue. It's like, you might ask the GM stuff, but I'm worried that Doug's like, okay, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm now
Yeah,
just
barking.
feeding you useless. Yes, that was the pun I was going for. I'm now just feeding you useless information. Like, I'll ask, like, because I want to ask, like, oh, what was, like, was your dad doing any deals? But then this is where, like, Doug's going, oh, no, and, like, subtly being like, that's not the right answer. Because we have spent a bit of time on
Nah,
this.
don't
I
meta
think.
this. It's just it's happening naturally. I'm not gonna screw you guys over.
Okay, no, that's fine then.
I did not get any indication we were barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, no, y'all are all fine. Y'all done well so far.
That's why I've been panicking over. I've just been thinking like, oh, we've got to hurry up because the other three are sitting in timeout for ages, and I feel bad for them.
You get one final question.
Okay. Between the two of us, like,
Well, Jim gets
just-
one final question.
Okay.
Oh no.
Before Sarah.
We'll see what happens. Gruff, would you like to ask a question through Jim, or through Delilah
Well-
rather?
Why are you such a messed up master? What the? No, he's not going to say anything like that. He'll be thinking that, but he's like, oh,
Ooh,
pets.
Yeah?
wait. Oh, first, Gruff, have you told Delilah that who sent you out? Because it was Lambo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Lambo that
Yes,
sent
that was
Lambo.
established.
Lambo sent Gruff
no,
out to get
but-
oil to cook with.
Okay. No, I know that part. So I guess, could Gruff make a roll or something? Apologies, Rick, but could he make a roll to have, like, has anything been going on? Because obviously as a dog, like, if there had been any, like, disagreements, arguments, they're not gonna, like, they're gonna leave the room and have them not while
Right,
the
it's just
dog's
a
not
dog.
there.
No, the dog can't
Exact-
speak.
Exactly. So
-2.
Yeah, I just rolled a history check for everybody on the stream. I just rolled a natural one.
And -3,
okay.
so that's a -2. It's like goes
That would
backwards
by
a
now.
step, so it's like 18, right? No.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I just
Nothing.
meant to check. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask for the question if nobody else has anything. Like, as hard as it is there anyone you can think of that would want to hurt your sister?
And
direct.
she's like, no. I mean, no, really. I love her, and Kit seems to like her a lot, you know? And Lambo's really hard to read, but I think he loves her too.
That's good to know. Well,
She stops crying.
okay. Just keep playing with the hamster.
She says, oh, okay, thanks.
So as far as I recall, Delilah didn't pick up any sort of like contempt or glee or any sort of like, yes, I did my plan properly.
When
so in
she-
that case,
When she explains the three people, when she says, I loved her, and Kit seemed to love her, and Lambo loved her too, she stops crying. So something clicked in her mind.
yes, emotions are hard.
Boy.
That's not how crying works.
Oh,
Hold on, what?
Oh boy. Oh no.
There's a knock at the door, and everyone let's
Did
move
they
to the
also-
main DM chat.
They all feel there, didn't they?
Alright.
Title.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Everyone's back. Barry.
Everybody's here. Da 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 da.
Barry, you're upstairs. You're looking through stuff. Would you like to go to another room?
Like if you get the reference.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. What room would you like to go into?
Can we put the map back up?
Yeah, it's up. It should be up.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think you might have to reshare your screen.
Oh, you're right. Son of a gun horse. Son
Gun
of a
horse. That
gun
sounds
horse.
awesome.
Or
There we
I could
go.
I could just start making up rooms that I'd like to visit.
There are the hallway, which is very filled to the brim with clues. I know. There's Twin's bedroom, Kent's bedroom, and Lambo's bedroom. Which I guess you wouldn't know which one is which, but
I would not.
We feel like we know.
I'm sure you could figure it out if you looked around pretty.
yeah, if you could figure it out by context clues.
That bounce around. Exactly. I'm leaping. I'm leaping just like that. Yeah, I think I passed
Skipping down
since I was actually on the balcony already, I'll peek into the outdoor lounge.
That is where you found the cigarettes.
Oh, that was okay. Okay, that was in the lounge, not on the balcony itself. Okay, and on the balcony itself it was the same situation. It didn't look like there was
Correct. There was no bounce marks or
It was
not terraces. What were they called? The things, the climbing things.
Buttresses.
Lattices.
things.
Lattices, yes.
Lattice.
And,
Lattices and trellises. Yes.
and for those
Okay,
watching at
yes.
home,
In
Barry
that
is
case,
moving
I
at
will
that
indeed
speed.
keep bouncing right where I am.
That is actually the speed that
Um,
Barry is moving at.
What is that speed?
And-
Nobody knows, but it's
Oh,
that speed.
Oh, Barry's
That's speed.
ticker.
It's
That's
bouncy,
what
bouncy
Barry's
cat
doing
speed.
in the house.
Um,
Bouncy.
Can Barry just be Tigger now, please?
Yeah.
You just hear from the first floor just a bunch of bouncing. Like, what
To
is
be
that?
fair, to be completely fair, there is only one Barry.
Oh,
Barry, hit us up with that info.
Twin's bedroom, Kent's bedroom, or Lambo's bedroom?
I'm assuming there's still people in the twins' bedroom at this point. Correct?
There is a
I'm
dead
gonna-
body.
there's a body.
I mean, that is a person.
There's a dead body, but also live. There's still people.
No, there's nobody there.
No, we all cleared out. Yeah,
There's
And you
nobody in
can
there
see
at
us.
all now.
Yeah.
apart from the
Correct.
body?
Everyone's downstairs.
we're all
Ew.
downstairs.
All right. Apologies. Well, in that case, I will definitely stick my nose in there.
Go for it.
Prowl
It
around.
smells like death. Give me an investigation check.
And probably dog, honestly.
Do-do.
The
Have you
twins
seen
Wait,
the corpse
that
of a
negative
hamster,
two.
Barry?
No.
I like the idea.
God.
But Barry
Okay,
does like
middling
the,
13 investigation.
There is a bag that has been opened. Usually you don't leave bags open, at least I don't. I usually close them. There's one that's been opened. Inside the bag that is opened, there is a crushed rock, which I'm sure talking with your group you'll be able to figure out what that was, as well as a few letters. The letters are to and from Elena and Kent, as well as to and from Sedine and Kent.
Ooh, a more
All right,
loaded.
between
not here for the-
okay, between Sedine and Kent,
What are those ones
between
like?
Elena and Kent.
Scandalous.
You
Interesting.
obviously you can't read through all the letters during the quick few minutes, but you're able to scan over them. They all of the letters are of the same content. Kent is going off to college soon. Elena is Kent's boyfriend and feels obviously very sad about that. Sedine also feels very sad about that.
Okay, and does it in the course of this quick skim? Does it seem like Sedine seems more sad about that than someone would usually be about their sister's boyfriend going to college?
Comparing the letters, they seem the exact same sadness about it.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, fuck.
Okay,
That's kind of
and
sus.
yes,
And
it is.
you, with your tabaxi ears, hear someone approaching. You hear a bamf, which is a reference to Marvel Comics Nightcrawler, and you hear
Coming up menacingly.
you hear a knock at the door. So you probably shouldn't stay up here all that much longer.
Yes. Okay. And I am by the way using my mage hand to pick this stuff up, so I am not leaving
Traces.
cat fingerprints around.
That makes sense to me.
Do I want to take these letters?
Yes.
I'm gonna
yes.
I'm gonna take
Sorry.
one. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna take like
Sedine ones.
one letter from
Sedine one.
excuse me,
Pick one of each.
from each. Yeah. I'm gonna take one from each stack.
Sure.
But like from the middle.
Actually, gaming.
Go
So
for
it's
it.
not quite as obvious if someone looks through them.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and I am also sorry. So the knock sounded like was it wasn't a knock on the twins' bedroom, or was a knock
No,
downstairs?
someone is coming in the front door.
You
Gotcha.
hear as they're approaching
Um,
them going, I'm the
I am
constable.
going
Yeah,
to
I'm the constable.
use-
Sorry.
You hear the Pink Panther theme outside.
Didn't.
Yeah, for some reason the constable had like an entire band behind him too.
It's Steve.
Constable is tiptoeing in a very dramatic fashion.
It sounds like the footsteps of Steve Martin. You know it for a fact.
Oh, no, not Steve Martin. That's a way better one.
All right, and I'm gonna use message.
Uh-huh.
And let's see. Helbeic, you have message too, right?
I do as well.
Oh, okay. Both of you do.
You don't need someone to have message. You can message anyone, but you've got to see them.
Right. I'm gonna send.
Well, no, you can also just know where they are.
Oh, really? Holy shit! Okay,
Yeah, that's
well,
what it's
That's
changed
why I can go
to.
around corners.
Oh, see, I don't know all these new changes they've made.
Go for it.
I'm gonna just send a message first to Helbeic that says investigating up here some reason to suspect Elena. Tell me if someone coming upstairs.
The constable bursts through the front door. What's his name? Lets him in. Kent lets him in because he's beside the door. And he says, "The Eunices, are you okay?" And they respond, they're obviously crying. And he says, What's happened?
DM, do I recognize this?
Yeah, this is not necessarily a
respond
close
to the message.
family friend, but it's someone that you've seen before. It's the constable that the family summons if needed.
So Elena started crying again.
I guess I take it back. She's not crying anymore.
Ah.
She's obviously distressed.
Could I do a quick insight check on this guy again, trying to kind of read emotion-wise what he's feeling?
Go for it.
Basically, I'm trying to see, is he actually legitimately shocked he's been called out, or is he,
He
kind
knows
of
what's going on.
nonplussed?
Got it.
Well, even if he might not know what's going on, is he concerned, is my thinking.
Right.
That's 15, but for some reason it
Yep.
also, never mind.
He's here to find out the truth, and he's concerned about the family's well-being.
Okay, so good guy. All right, okay, that's
Yep.
fine.
He says, what's going on? Why are there so many people here?
Hey.
Greetings.
Okay,
So
my
I
bad.
just want to make sure I understand. Barbara sent me a message
Yeah, you can respond to it. As a
saying
bonus
she's
action,
upstairs. Okay. Saying
Yeah.
she's upstairs.
And asking you to warn me if
One's coming up.
someone's coming upstairs.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure I knew everything.
I also like the idea
Greetings.
that Helbeic immediately decks.
We are the
Elena just
Flaming-
like,
We are the Flaming Fist Company. I am Alexander. Pleasure to meet you. We were escorting the dog here when we came upon this crime scene. I myself am a bit of an investigator in training.
Is this true,
So I would-
Gruff? He's interrupting. I'm not, as the DM,
Yeah, I know.
interrupting. It's
Yeah, I know.
Gruff.
He's interrupting me.
Yeah. Gruff, is this true? And Gruff. Okay. Then what is wrong with you people messing up an investigation like this? You have everyone in the same room? They can corroborate their stories and... Okay, you know what? Elena, Kent, Lambo, upstairs to your rooms. I will have a conversation with this group to figure out what's going on.
I'm going to share the fact that people are going up the stairs with her.
Sounds good.
Sorry,
Barry,
not her. I
that's
forgot.
okay. Barry, what would you like to do?
He's supposed to be good at his job.
Someone's coming upstairs.
I am
Jump
going
out the
to
window.
I am leaving the twins' bedroom, and I am I'm just gonna go back out on the balcony, and sort of as someone is coming up the stairs, I'm just gonna come and sort of like meet them in that like indoor lounge. So I'm not trying to hide. I'm like as though I'm just coming in from the balcony.
Okay, I like it. Kent and Kent and Lambo, the first one's up. They say, "You're from the Flaming Fist, aren't you?"
I am. Yes, I am. I apologize. We did not have a chance to meet. I was keeping an eye out
The constable's
outside in
here,
case-
so get downstairs now.
Thank
Lambo
you,
says.
I-
Lambo says it. He says,
Okay.
"This is too much. Go figure out what's going on downstairs. I can't talk to anyone else right now."
I fully understand. I will convene with the rest of my group. My condolences.
Okay. How would you like to get back downstairs? If you are going back downstairs.
I think I am. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. I'll just bounce my way downstairs. There's only just the one way there.
Yeah. You
I'll
pass.
just go in with the rest.
You pass all three of them going up. They all. You can see. You peek behind for a second, and they are all able to. You're able to see them. My brain just stopped. I apologize. You're able to see them all go into their rooms.
Okay.
All
All into the twins' bedroom or into their
into their individual rooms.
Okay, interesting.
Elena specifically, you hear a shower start. As if she was washing the blood off of her.
oh,
self.
fuck. Okay. Can I ask a question?
Mm.
I guess out of character, but I guess it would also be something that Alder is thinking. What is the situation with specifically the Flaming Fist, but just mercenary groups in general? Are we perceived as a good force, a bad force, a unscrupulous? Like, what's our?
It
where would we
depends.
be?
It depends on the time of day and what. It basically just depends on who you're dealing with. Some people see you as helpful. Some people see you as a nuisance at best. Some people see you as purposefully getting in the way of other people's problems.
So best case, he thinks we're here to get a bit of a side that's a bit of extra cash, suffice to say. And worst case, he thinks we're directly implicated. That's
Right.
good to know. Good to know.
He says, "What's going on?" One person at a time. What's going on?
We were here escorting their dog on a diplomatic mission back from the forest, and then we came and there was a dead girl, and so we were trying to kind of figure out what was going on. And I'm an empath and I'm a diplomat's kid, so I kind of was sussing out the situation. But it's a little
Take
bit
a
there's a
breath.
lot
Take a
going on.
breath.
Would you rather talk?
I mean, I don't think the man can understand you. I can barely understand. Just calm yourself before.
What's calm?
Fair enough.
Understandable. Continue.
He says, "So, I'm guessing Sadine was the one murdered."
Indeed.
Yes, they were.
Okay.
I will do the speaking if that helps. Look, you know what we are, okay? We are mercenaries. We're in it for the cash. We're in it maybe for the glory, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you and say we see this nice swanky house, we hear a scream, and our first thought
Just
is
as you say that,
yeah,
you
I
hear
figured
another
that.
scream.
Oh,
It sounds
God.
exactly like the scream you heard.
Oh
Oh my
God.
god. Barry
my
is booking it up the stairs.
My short gnomish legs are going to attempt to run up the stairs as fast as possible.
I already got my temples pinched between my thumb and middle finger, and I'm you guys.
Wait,
I'm
Barry,
practically
go
willing
through a
my.
window.
Wait a minute. Just before I know you mentioned it. Who
Oh.
went upstairs?
All three of them.
Everyone.
Elena, Kent, and Lambo.
Thank you.
What I
You,
love is like, sorry.
Barry is the fastest. Barry makes it up the stairs and sees Kent and Lambo standing at the door to the twins' bedroom. And just then the shower turns off.
Interesting.
Barry is
So it's a third party.
Barry
It
is
a
going
third party.
Oh,
Someone
shit.
turned off the shower,
Yes.
and
Oh boy.
we're thinking the scream is Elena's and not her sister, who is
Well, it's the
actually not
same
dead.
You can
sound.
walk in just as and see over their shoulders. Elena walks out of the bathroom with her head in a towel. And the rest of her in a
What?
towel. She's not naked, but yes.
Oh, I was about to say she has her decency
What
in depth,
What's
which
the
is
scream
always
for?
One of my favorite jokes, I can't remember where it's from, is there's this one thing. Someone knocks on the door and he says, "Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm wearing a towel," but he's wearing it around his waist. I don't know why it cracks me up so much. It's just really good for me. I don't know why. It's a great subversion. Anyway,
So we all
yes,
scramble upstairs.
everyone
and
is still alive.
Were you singing in the
Possibly
shower?
was the scream for?
What?
think
She pulls
There-
her towel down.
One
Huh?
on her head, right?
I assume the head one, yes.
Yes.
Please specify.
Yes, the head towel is now
double
down.
checking. Yes.
Okay, let's say she's wearing a robe instead, okay?
There we go. Yes,
Yeah.
that works better. Thank you.
What was the scream for?
Kent and I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Kent and Lambo look at each
Lambo.
other, and Elena says, "What are you talking about? A scream?
Are you
Constable with
banshees?
us?
Oh.
Oh,
Are we
definitely
banshees?
fucking hell, I am so inside checking
What kind of
that.
question is that?"
Question: Is the constable with us?
Yeah, the
I'm
constable
so
runs
in-
upstairs as well.
I'm gonna turn and ask him. You heard the scream too, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so we're not crazy, or we're all crazy.
So can I roll a quick insight to see if they're lying?
Yeah, go for it. Roll an insight
And
check.
we're positive it wasn't like telepathic inside our heads
God damn it.
screaming.
Yeah, it sounded real. I mean, even Kent and Lambo heard it.
Oh, so only Elena.
12, so not great, but did they say it in a really like comedy, like
No,
over the top way, like
Gotcha!
no,
haha!
we didn't
Screamed
hear
at
any
ya.
screaming.
No,
Yeah.
everyone heard the scream except Elena.
Oh,
Constable, the body is in that room.
So I have a
Or at
question
least
really quick.
should still be.
Who has investigations based on intelligence, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Highmoor, you probably have the best passive investigation check, right? Just assuming because you're
My passive investigation is actually only 13. I don't think I
Oh.
actually have proficiency in it.
Is
I
anyone
have a
proficient in investigation?
My
Let
passive
me
investigation is
double-check.
14.
Yes, I am proficient in investigation, and my passive is 13.
Helbeig's got
Mine is
14.
15.
Barry with the 15.
Barry's just a massive big brain genius.
I just realized my insight is 15. We should have had me roll that.
Oh, dang.
Barry's
Yeah.
the smartest one and not been
Doug,
participating in the
I actually have
investigation.
a
I'm just joking, obviously.
an important question that I forgot to ask earlier.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it.
When, I was looking at her body, how deeply was the stab wound?
It's very
Like,
deep.
how far in was the knife?
And also,
her
which
chest,
organ
yeah.
was it?
The heart.
Huh?
The heart.
We
It's in
saw
her
that, yeah.
chest.
Like,
I mean,
was it to the hilt, or was it, halfway down the
it was to the
blade?
hilt.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
This-
useful.
Good information gathered.
This does seem similar to Romeo and Juliet, especially with the romance stuff. But we do have someone who's been stabbed and also someone who could have been poisoned to feign death.
Barry,
Thinking about that.
they got very
out of
unlucky then.
everything that could have possibly happened, you notice that the window right here, I'm going to circle. No, I can't circle. This circle. This window is open. When we passed it earlier, it was not open.
I jump out it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'm
the
gonna go
cat's
take a
gone.
look, make sure nothing's wrong with the body.
Go
I
for
want
it.
to look in the
I-
bathroom.
I was
I'm going
to fall
to
over to the bathroom.
not dash over, but check if the cat is okay, because the cat just jumped out a window.
That's a cat
Actually,
thing to
better-
do, though.
Actually, better yet, I'm gonna run
Yeah,
to the
but,
balcony
like,
and look out the balcony.
Probably a better idea.
But
Um,
Barry's like a sapient being, like he would do it for a reason.
I mean, there's a lot of weird things we do for no reason.
I
Sir
know,
would
but
just chase
still.
Barry, and you know how it is in like Air Dog or something like that. You know the movie where Air Bud, that one, where he just like flies in the air. I do that. No, I don't.
Laura, I mean, excuse me, Barry. Barry, outside, you are laying in some bushes almost perfectly under the window. Give me an investigation check.
All right.
Also, DM. So Gruff would be with the lady.
Gruff runs up the stairs when he hears the scream and goes with Elena as well.
Yeah.
Anything happened to the body? Because I would have checked that in the room.
Okay, we'll get there in a second. Barry, you
That's
find
a 23. Yeah.
specifically only the hilt of a knife. It was cut or somehow sawed off.
Perfect.
You investigate the body, Alexander. Give me a investigation check.
They had a portable CNC.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
5.
Yikes.
That sucks. I just want to know if the knife is still in her.
There is a knife in her, yes.
Okay.
And it looks like the same knife that was in it earlier from the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear any of the commotion from the bathroom? That's mostly why I went in there.
You can hear people talk. Obviously, there's another scream. People are talking about what's going on. You don't notice. I guess you don't particularly hear anything specific.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't soundproofed in some way, which clearly it isn't. If I can hear people talking, then theoretically she should have heard the scream, which
Right.
is what I was trying to determine.
You can turn the shower on. It is a quite loud shower, but you think that a common sense would dictate that a scream in the next room, you would hear at least something.
Mm-hmm.
There is Elena's bloody clothes where she was hugging her sister are hung up, and she has put on a fresh robe.
Constable, would you mind if I unsheathed this knife from
From the chest? Sure. Yeah, Constable says, I'll handle touching, okay? You can look, but don't touch, please.
Go ahead.
He pulls out the
Well, I
knife.
may need to handle it for a closer look. I'm gonna like
Does he
take a.
pull it out with his bare hands?
I'm gonna take a good look at the knife, see if there's anything on the sides.
Give me another investigation check.
Don't let me down this time.
Don't let
Rolls a
me
1 instead of a 2.
Oh God.
Hey,
8.
improvement.
Can I get assistance from someone?
Absolutely.
Helbeic rushes over as well. I feel like Helbeic and Highmoor are
Roll
the double H
investigation.
team. Yeah.
Always.
Get investigation.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can do it, Helbeic. I'm just assisting.
What class are you, Helbeic?
Wizard.
Cool. The wizard buddies.
Soon to be not warlock, cleric. 17.
Let's go.
Nice. Helbeic, the knife is again one from the kitchen. You also notice that the eyes and tongue are no longer swollen.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
I mean, of course, that would have gone down as the cells decayed. Was there anything on the knife besides blood?
Looks like blood.
Just blood, like it wasn't
Just blood?
poisoned or residue of poison.
No.
Nothing else? Okay.
No, nothing else.
So it was probably consumed.
I'm going to look around for things that could have been used to drink or eat in her room.
Okay. There is a glass of water on the bedside table, but it looks relatively untouched. It seems to be like left over there from yesterday or last night, I suppose.
Gruff. We need you in here.
Gruff, give me an investigation check.
Woof woof.
I don't know
Oh,
if you smell
no.
poison.
Oh no, I'm a dog. I
Yeah,
don't.
Dogs can smell poison.
no, it's okay. Try again. Yeah.
This
Do
is
it
a toast
again.
check, so.
Whoa!
Wow.
That is a natural 20.
Excellent. Good job, Gruff.
Gruff, this
Certainly earned
Good
this.
boy.
Gruff
He's a
will
good
know
boy.
this. Gruff, this blood smells different than the first time you sniffed it.
It's different blood. Woo!
Should I just pipe up? The
Yeah.
doc says the blood's different.
So it's a different.
And he will actually
body?
lick it. No, he doesn't.
Wait
No,
a
please don't.
wait a
Please
minute.
don't lick it.
So
That's
the
weird.
blood's different. So does that mean the body's different?
Gruffy, can you see if the blood on Elena's clothes is the same?
Go for sniff it.
It's the same blood that if you were to hug the body, it would be the same blood.
So the blood's also changed on the clothes.
No, it's the same. It's the same blood.
So it's the blood on the knife that's different.
It's the blood.
Like-
Yes, the blood on the
So-
dead body has different.
So
Okay.
has the crazy cat lady returned yet?
Well,
Or the crazy cat man?
can I?
So the bodies have been switched.
Can I, if I see that Barathrus or Barry has jumped out the window, can I follow him out the window?
Yes.
Or, can you wait until he walks back in the house?
Nah,
no,
jump out.
he just jumped out. I want to ask him. And Alder is yeah.
So I'm
Because
just
because you're not a
they're
cat
so far
person.
away.
Nye,
Yeah, I know.
you have to make a acrobatics check.
That's actually
Are the-
shouldn't be too bad, honestly.
Delilah.
Are the sisters identical?
Yes.
This is the part where he rolls the one.
Uh-huh.
I think I
You
know
are-
what happened.
You're Elena, right?
I have a theory.
She says, "Yeah."
Just checking.
Can someone tell me why everyone's in my room all of a sudden?
Shit.
Just points to the dead body.
As you hear a scream as Nye falls out the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Barry! The fuck is wrong with you? Fuck! Oh, my fucking ankles! Oh, I didn't
It'll be fine.
Should I make him take damage? That'd be mean.
It'll be fine.
That'll
Well,
be
how
mean.
high did I
It probably
fall?
only
Is,
fell like
is it
10
just
feet.
one story?
It's just one story. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's
I'm
D6
fine.
damage. It's
I'm
only a third
winded.
of my health.
Yeah. Alder, you land right beside Barry.
On the
Barry,
knife
what the
blade.
fuck?
What on earth did you do that for?
Well,
It's gonna
you did it. And, it's not going to look good
Yeah,
if
I-
you start jumping out windows. The fuck were you doing? Oh,
The
I mean, it really
window-
depends because you could become like a stuntman, and then that would look really good.
Oh,
Wait,
I mean, it did. It looked really good when Barathrus did it. Barathrus.
I'm gonna say a word.
you always said it.
What word would you like to say?
The blood's different, Helbeic.
yeah,
The
no,
knife is
we've all
different.
worked it out. Yes,
Helbeic.
The knife handle is
The
different.
blood.
Yeah.
they're
The blood on-
twins.
No.
Wait.
So-
Oh,
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Helbeic?
It was the dog the whole time.
Oh,
No.
can we? I'm really
What is
excited
he
now. Can we
cooking?
all voice what we think it is at the end before
He thinks
Doug
he's
gives
cooking
us
the body.
answer?
He's cooking
So-
blood sausage with
Oh,
Elena
blood.
says-
I
yes.
thought that.
Elena
sorry.
stamps her foot and she says, "Will someone tell me why everyone's in my room?"
Yeah, I was.
Can we all voice our theories?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay,
Sorry.
can I voice my theory?
No.
Stop.
No, you don't have an opinion right now.
Okay, Constable, can you
Yeah.
please handle this?
Diplomatic immunity.
And Constable says, "I think yes. Everyone, let's go down to the den and let's figure this out. We can have an
Bring the body.
interview
That's an
session.
important question. Could
The
we
body-
bring the body?
You want to move the body?
Well, if it's locked up in here with her, we
No,
won't be
we're
able to get a
bringing them
proper
with
check
us.
for it.
We're not bringing the body with us.
Yes, shouldn't we be around the body to check it?
We should be around the body. Let's.
Would you like me to put some sort of glyph so that no one disturbs the room?
That
No,
would be
we
very
should-
beneficial. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, he says,
Is there,
fine.
is there a window?
There's not a
The
window.
whole
There is a
room won't
window
be
in this room,
disturbed.
yes.
Just put an
I
alarm
asked
in the
if
room
you
and
can
everything.
put if I ask if you can put a glyph by the window as well, or better yet,
Sure.
Just alarm the whole room if someone enters. That's
I will do
unauthorized.
the whole room. Let's go. Let's have a group therapy session for fuck's sake.
As like he does it,
Wow.
I'm gonna
He's
watch to make sure
actually losing his
glyphs
temper.
are like 100% sturdy as an
Yes.
abjuration wizard.
Yeah. He glyphs the window, and as you step out of the room, he glyphs the door. They are both glyphed correctly. I won't even make
Okay.
you make
Fair enough.
Arcana check because it's a glyph. I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah, it's abjuration. It's my specialty.
Abjuration
Congratulations.
recognizes
Let's go downstairs.
abjuration.
I can trust this. Okay.
So Barry, why did you jump out a window? Oh, ow! No, I'm not getting up. Give me a minute. Oh, I got to catch my breath.
Yeah. Sit.
Oh, I
sit-
winded myself.
The other half of the knife is inside Alder. That would be hilarious.
Oh God.
Not when you land on the knife.
That would be so funny.
I mean that's what I expected.
If you could give me that knife, I think I could do something with it.
So
There
Barry,
this
so
I'm thinking what you're thinking. Oh,
Okay.
you saw a window open.
oh,
Okay.
Elaborate. What do you
I
think,
understand what
Barry?
you're.
You are all
I'm
now.
trying.
You are all now in the den, and you are able to have a roundtable discussion of what everything that happened.
Oh,
Interview
yeah.
people as you like.
Should
I'm gonna
we?
stand by Alexander.
Well, should we not like? Should Helbeic and Alexander not tell us what they found in the in the?
Absolutely not. We're not telling.
I
Okay.
prefer if all of the possible suspects were removed.
So we're gonna listen to the other stories first before we hear ours. Hear if there's
We're
any
gonna-
discrepancies.
We're gonna do a Poirot, but like it's all six of us trying to do Poirot at once.
Constable says.
Pretty
Constable is walking. He says, "Everyone sit down," and he walks around. He says, "I know everybody has had a lot going on today, but I know I sure as heck can't work on a empty stomach. Does anyone have something to eat?"
Oh no.
Answer no.
Actually, I think there is something to eat, right, Lambo? Would you like me to bring it out?
Yeah, Lambo says, "I guess just let the constable do his job." And yeah, you're welcome to go grab the
Gruff, could you
The-
come with me?
sausage.
I'm going to go with Alexander.
Okay.
Gruff, could you follow, please? You're very cute.
Gruff can go in there. Yeah.
No, Gruff will stay with
I'm gonna.
She's not
I
here.
kind of need you, Gruff.
Okay, never mind.
I'm
We
gonna
need
need you
Gruff.
to sniff
We need
some
Gruff.
blood.
Yes, I need you, Gruff. Yes, you.
Yes, you, random citizen.
Yes, Gruff makes it in with the Megamind.
Was it so like? I'm assuming as we get the sausage. So you mentioned that there was seasoning. What kind did you use?
Are you asking this to who?
Lambo.
Lambo.
Lambo says chicken blood sausage, that's what it is.
Yes. Question.
Oh.
Perhaps. Do you have any more of like that seasoning? The blood, I mean.
Yeah, it's that we drained it over on the table. What does this have to do with anything? Can we...
Just asking how you prepare it, because my family prepared it different. Helbeic, could you take this thing and gonna like hand off whatever I have to him? I'll be out in a moment.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're going in to grab the drain bucket, I'm assuming?
So I'm gonna have Gruff smell it.
Okay.
And Gus smells it.
Gruff, this bucket smells like the first time, not the second time.
I look at it and
Interesting. She might not have
no,
been dead the first
wait a
time.
second. Wait, Alexander understand
Wait. So
I'm just gonna ask Bart, like
that reaction
Bark
was
once.
paralysis.
Bark once for yes, Bark 2 for no.
What?
Is it the same?
Just
Jim can translate, or sorry, Delilah can translate Gruff, and Delilah sends you a message. Everyone can talk in this group, but it's just who's talked to who yet.
Delilah also has a
Trying to keep
theory.
information secret.
I have a theory also, but I want to take a big pause here because Doug's done something very criminal. What kind of person makes a black pudding with chicken
This
blood?
is a good point, actually.
It's not pudding, it's sausage.
Sausage.
It's blood
Yeah,
sausage.
that's what black.
Sausage.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what black
but you don't
pudding
use chicken
is.
blood.
That's
yeah.
what they use
Pig
in
blood.
Fantasyland, okay?
Okay, that's fine. They have big chickens then.
I never said I was a cook. I'm just a D&D
No,
writer.
it's okay. I think it's great.
You
I
take
now
damage
have
from the fall.
Well, as I walk in, I do that like thing where you're walking and then you feel like a sharp pain. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I did twist something. Yep, no, something's twisted. Barry.
Uh,
I'm falling,
Yeah.
Barry.
Barry's
Barry,
gonna
I can't get up.
put his arm around you and kind of prop you up as needed.
Thank you, Barry.
Alexander, let's go back to the
Yeah.
kitchen. What's going on?
Once like after Gruff has done his smelling thing and I know like what's going on, I'm just gonna head right on back out.
Oh, okay. You bring the
Yeah.
blood sausage with you?
Yeah, I'll just bring it with me. Like dinner is served.
Okay, Constable is the other one that eats.
I'll bring the pan of blood.
Oh,
You can leave the blood pan. You can leave.
No, I
we don't
think we should bring it just as
No,
intimidation. Let's just
we
bring
can
the
leave
blood
it.
pan out and set it in the middle of the table.
That's
If
a
you
bit
want
too much.
intimidation, I can give you intimidation.
We should not be intimidating these people.
No, this is
but-
just completely passive. We're not going to say anything about it. We're just going to set it down.
Oh, you don't eat your blood sausage with extra blood? What kind of person are you?
Hey, did you season that blood? This is in character.
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know. I just
There are two ways this could have happened.
listen. This had to. I had a thing, and I needed reasons the blood to be there, and you got to cook with the blood. And listen, Constable says this is burnt. Who made this?
Wow, you. I am
Possibly a distraction.
apologies for holding you up, Lambo. It seems you did burn it. And you spent all day cooking it, right?
He says, "Yeah. I don't know how it could have got burned. I did everything correctly."
Can anyone else confirm he was in the kitchen all day?
Elena
Yes.
and Kent both
Elena
nod.
and
They're like,
Ken,
"Yeah." Gruff nods. Gruff says, "Huh?"
Did you see him, or did you just assume he was in there all day?
Man, I don't even need to play the game. I
We
can just sit back and watch the game.
He said, I mean, they're like, we saw him in passing. We weren't keeping a watch on him. We weren't expecting a murder to happen.
Interesting. Okay.
I never trusted him.
Sorry,
Unless you let him send you away.
it's just my natural curiosity. It's nothing big. It's very big.
So does
Question: would Barry have told us about the smoking yet?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Should we not
She
tell
says,
each
okay,
other
well,
about the
Constable says,
stuff?
let's get all the facts on the table.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I think Delilah, Alder, and Gruff are sitting on a kind of a lot of information themselves that we've not been able to exchange yet.
Let's discuss what happened.
Wouldn't it be best to discuss without the possible suspects in the room?
They will
Well,
be here
no,
to point out any inconsistencies.
Well, and plus we can keep an eye on them, because if we say something that's telling that they didn't pick up on, then they might give it away visually.
Or
'Cause if you-
emotionally.
Or emotionally, yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Okay.
if I was to roll for that kind of thing when someone else was like sharing a story and to see how they react.
That would be insight.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Which is wisdom, so we don't have
Yeah,
it. We don't have our
insight.
yeah.
Killer.
Alexander, you
So,
seem to know what's
Highmoor,
going on. Do
yeah.
you mind telling
So-
us, enlightening us about your master plan?
I would rather do so last, so I can get all of it, because I could maybe, and I don't want to give incorrect information to begin with. So everyone, feel free to go first.
I have a couple of clues that I've not yet been able to put together in a way that makes sense. Perhaps if I share those, others have
Yeah.
information that will make them make more sense.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm going to assume that you introduce yourselves. Sir Barry, go ahead.
Probably heard me crying,
Barry
Barry.
actually laughs out loud at being called Sir Barry. First of all, the lounge upstairs, there were 2 very recently extinguished cigarettes there that looked like they had been smoked perhaps moments before the murder took place, or perhaps even later than that. I would be curious to know who in the house smokes and who does not.
We can help you with that.
Yes, we can. But continue, Barry, because I think
No,
actually,
help them with that. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Kent and Elena were smoking upstairs.
Yes, that is their story.
So they
that's
can
what
be.
they were doing.
They both nod and they say, "Yeah, but we didn't. I didn't kill my sister."
I don't think you did either. Don't worry.
No one has said you did.
I think she did, but
but no one has said it yet.
no, that's very true.
And then there is this, and again with his mage hand, which is invisible, by the way, so it just looks like the knife hilt is floating. Barry holds up just the hilt of the knife that he found outside the window.
Alexander's eyes kind of like glint for a second.
Okay,
It was in the bushes outside.
I'm messaging one of you because one of you has abilities.
This is when
I
I get a
also have an
message.
ability that I would like to use with that knife.
This is where I get an ability, and Doug goes, "Yes, you find a sharp pain in your buttocks, and you discover you pull an entire oh wait
Sorry, go continue. You pull out the knife hilt.
Yes. Looks as though it was sawed off. A peculiar thing to do to any knife, and obviously suspicious. And does this knife? I mean, I saw probably sort of saw the hilt of the knife
Inside her, yes.
sticking out of
They're the same.
Does it match that? Okay.
Yeah, and you say that, and Alexander pipes up.
Could I perhaps see that hilt? Because I've become pretty familiar with the kitchenware in the house.
Indeed. I will float it on over to you.
I'm going to take it, and I'm going to see if I can use it on it to find the other part.
Say that again?
I'm going to see if I can use locate object on it to find the other part, because I became familiar with the knives.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that?
No, it just lets me know where it is within a... You know what, let me just put it in the Discord.
That sounds good.
Locate object. There we go. Locate object. If it's within 1,000 feet.
Okay. Your eyes glow, and your familiar is summoned, and your familiar's eyes glow, and your familiar darts out the door,
Bitch.
and a couple moments pass, and it comes back with the hilt of the knife, and your familiar tells you telepathically that the knife was found tossed outside the window of their bedroom out here.
Which bedroom? The twins' bedroom?
The
or
twins'
one of the other
bedroom.
ones? Interesting. Very interesting.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take a look at this knife blade to see if it has any residue on it, or even blood.
It does not.
Very clean knife. I'm gonna cast Mending to put it back together.
Okay. You do so,
Slide
and
over to the constable.
he picks it up and examines it. Half of the knife, which is the hilt, has blood on it, and the other half is completely clean.
So part of the knife was cleaned. Interesting.
It was cleaned. It does not have blood on it, so it's not like someone cleaned it afterwards or something like that.
The blade was not
Mhm.
used in the stabbing.
The hilt
Stabbing.
is bloody, but not the blade.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Wait a second.
Can I share my theory?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delilah
I'm
wasn't.
still
Go
Gathering
ahead.
information.
What
so
information?
Here's what we learned.
What information do you have?
Alder, feel free to back me up. But what I learned from Elena is that her sister was being groomed to be the next senator. So if you don't know, these two are the daughters of a senator, which basically makes them royalty, quasi-royalty. And the other two are their significant others and childhood friends. Elena, unlike everyone else in the house, has no idea what she's going to do. She was kind of relegated as her sister's personal secretary, party planner person. She's in the background, and she doesn't want to be.
That doesn't
Kent's
mean
been
I
on
want to
the
kill
phone.
her, though.
I didn't say that. Let me finish. Delilah's gonna love this spotlight. Kent's going off to college to be an herbalist, and Lambo is a cook, butcher, something like that. I don't remember. But we have her being groomed as the senator. However, it has been confirmed that everyone loved the sister whose name I've already forgotten. I'm so sorry. It's the most complicated name here. Sadine. Okay, Sadine, not Satine. Got it. We also learned, Alder, do you want to share what you got from Kent?
Yes, and I'm now trying to remember what I got from Kent. Oh gosh.
Childhood sweethearts all grew up
Yes,
together.
that they all grew up together, and that Sadine and Lambo had been, together since they've been children, and that Kent and Elena have been together since they were children, as far as we can tell.
But Elena seemed,
yeah.
She seemed to react interestingly when she thought that everyone loved Satine. And I will add here that Kent is very uneasy with that hilt being found. So, my theory is that there was meant to be a sort of switch here. I think that Satine was maybe not so happy with wanting to be in the spotlight, so she and her beloved sister, as well as her two close friends, boyfriend, sister, boyfriend, although those relationships are questionable as to who is really dating whom, may have come out to this little country house to stage, let's call it a play. We would be the witnesses, the audience, summoned by the faithful dog, Sir Gruff, who was sent out for cooking oil that appears not to have been necessary considering the sausages were burnt, something that wouldn't have happened if cooking oil was actually needed because there wouldn't have been a fire, yes? So, they used the chicken blood to put on the body of the twin. I'm unsure if there was a switch between the twins. That is to say,
I have not yet stated that the chicken blood was used. Actually, you would know that chicken blood is the same. Yeah.
Yeah, because I translated for the dog.
Yeah, never mind.
And it's
brought it out onto the table.
And
I'm trying real hard not to meta. That's why I haven't brought up the letters with the weird affections.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But that did sort of fit with what we were getting from Elena and Kent anyway.
Lambo, at this moment, not to interrupt you, has sort of snapped, and he stands up and he says, "You think I killed her?"
I didn't say anyone's killed anyone. Yes.
If anything, I can rule out one person who had killed her. Rule out one person.
Okay. Would you like to do that now, or would you like?
I can rule out Elena.
Correct. I would agree.
Basic physiology. A because of your figure, don't mind me, you do not seem like you would have been able to stab as deeply as the knife was.
But what I'm explaining is there wasn't a stabbing at all, or there wasn't meant to be one at first. I'm unsure if something changed, thus the second scream, and now we do have a dead body. But originally, we were called here to see a purported dead body, so that the sister that was in the spotlight, being groomed to be the senator, again, essentially a queen, would be able to disappear with one of her lovers, possibly both, still unsure about that. And then her other sister could either step in as her replacement, physically, or doing a switch. In which case,
or
Satine would be
pretends
dead
to
and-
be the dead one. Yeah.
Exactly. And then Satine would walk out as Elena, and then be able to live contentedly out of the spotlight because Elena wouldn't be expected to do anything. And
Which
Satine
was
would be
my-
dead, meaning
I
Elena
added
could
to
do
your
whatever she
story,
wanted
Delilah.
because she didn't have any plans.
Would you mind if I added to your story?
Yes, go for it.
I feel as if that's a bit on the mark, if not entirely correct, because when we first found her body, she was a bit inflamed in the face, as if she had reacted to something. Now, that could have been poison that killed her, but that was not found on either of the knives. So it could have been ingested poison, but I doubt that was true because Gruff did not find anything. There
But
is also the possibility that she was paralyzed rather than poisoned. And
Exactly.
when I was originally checking the knife, Kent, honestly, you were overly aggressive, and those cases normally you would be aggressive toward everyone and not just one person. Granted, I was kind of messing with the body a little, not in any weird way, but if I had moved the knife and found that it was just the hilt, then all bets could have been off. However, the second time, it was a full knife within her. And there was actual blood on her. So there was an actual murder, which we do need to find out, although originally it could have been staged.
So
Sorry.
go
No,
ahead,
you go,
Alder.
So I would like to have, when Lambo got aggressive, I would like to have put my hand on his shoulder
It was
to.
Kent again.
Well, was it Kent? Oh,
Yes, it was
okay.
Kent.
Well, it doesn't matter.
No,
No, no,
can-
Lando was
Lambo
aggressive
got
now.
aggressive,
Kent was
yeah.
manhandling
Yeah, Lambo
Alexander
was the
at the
one that
beginning.
went up, because you were effectively accusing him of having something to do with all the blood sausage
Sort
and
of,
stuff.
yeah.
Which is why I have my hand on his shoulder, because I'm trying to get him to calm down or intimidate him, one of the two. But this is where I voice my one, because my theory is almost exactly the same as Delilah's, although I have a slight sadder point, which is
I
I
didn't
would
get to
say.
finish.
So no, you finish then. Finish first, Delilah, because maybe you have the same idea as me.
Oh, so this is a switcheroo, but one of them, yeah, definitely ended up killing her. That's the second scream. Still not quite sure how Elena didn't hear that. But one of them, presumably one of the men, eventually snapped. I would have the letters been explained to us or not, because I feel like okay.
I feel like at some point in this talk about like the affections between them, Barry would break in and
Okay.
No, Barry
So then-
Barry just like pretends to drop it so it looks like it just flew in on the breeze. Just like, oh my god, guys, look what I've just found on the floor. It's this weird letter. Oh my goodness.
So I'm unsure if Lambo was originally included in this plan. You'll notice everybody had an alibi for this murder. Kent and Eleanor were out smoking on a balcony, presumably, and Lambo was in the kitchen, so he may not have originally been aware. However, if Keith had planned this in order to run away with Sadine, he may have eventually found out, been so incensed by all of this, either not knowing the switch or about the romance, or both, that he did in fact snap and stab her.
Kent, and that's where my theory comes in. I think Lambo was the patsy. I think he was the fall guy, and I agree with you. I don't think he was aware of Kent and Sadine's relationship with each other. So I think he was, a jilted lover, so to speak. Elena knew nothing, and
Seems everything's coming
Lambo,
up Lambo.
Lambo stood up in anger at first and was very, I don't know how to say this without miming it, very broad-shouldered and angry and like ready to punch something.
Posture,
and as it is all coming out, all of these different facts, his posture lowers and he's more just like depressed more than anything.
Yeah.
And he says, Constable, can you follow me upstairs? And the constable nods, and they go upstairs and come back down with his bag, and he pulls out a ring, and this ring has Lambo's and Sadine's initials carved into it. And he says, tonight was going to be the night I was supposed to propose.
Mazel tov.
I would not.
Congratulations!
I don't know what happened, but I didn't kill her.
Yeah.
Lambo,
So
I believe you because everything just seems to be coming up you, and I really don't believe that. Everything's just so perfect to even frame you.
So, when were Kent and Ellen apart?
So the constable says, can someone tell... I have just come here. There's been a lot of information. I don't know who to arrest. I don't know who to take in.
Could I?
One final question. Kent, was there any sort of relationship between you and Sadie? Be completely honest here. You will be
I'll know
judged.
if you're not.
Could I perhaps do something if possible?
Go for it, Alder.
I say this to the group. It's
Depends on what
not.
it is. Don't do anything stupid.
It's not.
Do something
stupid.
trustworthy.
Just go with it.
It-
Come on.
Your name's the Trustworthy.
Well, I think you guys should probably leave the room. I mean, the constable can stay. But can I stay with the suspects just for a moment? Maybe turn
You're
the
gonna put the
lights
fear of
off.
God in them?
No. I make eyes I say no, but I make eyes. Yes. I'm going to go bad cop in a very visible way.
Honestly, all I
Um,
personally need is that one last answer from Kent, and then I will go
That's-
along with your plan.
Yes. Okay, that's fine.
Ask your question again.
Kent, was there any sort of relationship between you and Sadine? Even one-sided?
I want to be with Elena. Does that answer your question?
Yes. The question is, was there one-sided from Sadine wanting to be with you?
The Gruff the Gruffiest makes an insight check.
He doesn't know. He's a dog.
I love the subtle insight check. And Delilah makes a better insight check.
The dog needs help.
Delilah, he's lying.
Yeah, so he totally wants to be with Sadine, or did. Sorry.
Well,
It's
Deterring one
all the
opinion.
evidence I need.
okay.
I will go upstairs.
Well,
And
just
one
bit of
thing,
lying, everyone.
Highmoor Kent
Mhm.
says, if my answer to that question didn't prove anything, I didn't kill her.
I never said you did.
Well, I was kind of voting for Elena the whole time for figuring out her sister wanted to run off with her boyfriend, so after they did this whole switch plan, she realized that and then stabbed her in rage, and that's why she wouldn't have heard the scream. But that's just me. Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Granted, people
Scaring
in
the shit
forms
out
of
of
anger
Alder.
can get stronger than... That makes more sense why Elena
I'll-
could have stabbed that deep.
I'll get answers from them. I can promise you that.
Good luck, Alder. I expect
Okay.
very,
Have fun!
very... I just give him like a go do it. I know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I have a feeling that Alexander and Alder's dynamic is okay. I'm the how a half elf should act. You're the how an half elf seems to act kind of thing going on. I guess.
Well, was
I
it
still have-
all elves are douches? It just depends on how much of the douche you turn on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still have
Anyway.
a question, which is unanswered.
Sorry, Helbeic.
Yes, Helbeic.
How did you expect to fool the constable into thinking that that knife was not real? Or did you even expect the constable to show up?
Oh, stone. They crushed the stone. the crushed stone in the bag is how they called the constable. So, according to Kent, he ran over and crushed the stone once he saw the dead body, which further points to Ellen being the one to do it. The stone was entrusted to her and her sister. They left it in their bag. So the constable may not have been expected to show up.
Yeah, they might have called him because of us showing up.
That would make sense then. Okay.
Or Kent did without Elena's consent.
Knowledge, yes.
Because I thought, well, eventually the murder weapon's going to get pulled out of the body. So why would you intentionally call someone who is going to pull the murder weapon out of the body? That was just kind of my minor discrepancy in logic.
Should note this was something we only learned. These guys are like barely out of high school.
Yeah, they're not the smartest.
They are effectively children. So if that
Even
helps,
littler children.
Also, as another small note, shouldn't they all be held responsible for murder, or at least conspiracy to murder?
I'm still of the opinion that it was a faked murder, so yes, they'd be held responsible for some sort of conspiracy and disappearing, and then one of them snapped and had the actual murder committed. However, we will see.
Well, is it one count for the people who conspired, and
one count for the actual murder?
But believe me when I say, when I use the spell I'm about to make, they're gonna talk.
Can we watch?
You go outside and peek through the windows.
It's going to be fun.
Doug, do you know what the spell I'm describing
I'm
is?
assuming it's going to be Zone of Truth.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
No, none of us have Zone of Truth.
It's not. No, this is a fear spell.
Yes, Gruff.
So, I have Gruff as a paladin. Can he see spells?
Sure. I think that's cool. For this session, why not?
Can I make an Arcana check to know what spell he's going to use?
Yeah, go ahead, Alder. Cast said spell.
In the room. Okay.
I feel like I know
Should
what
we
he's
not
doing.
get out of the room first?
And then
watch.
Oh wait, you can just cast it.
Okay.
Gruff cast Zone of Truth? This is not right. What?
Feeling the thunder.
Like that.
Yeah, well, no, he is a paladin. He has every ability to do it.
Well, I guess I gotta roll some save DCs. I was not expecting to do that from a dog.
You have to tell him who it was who failed.
Yeah, no, I figured
DC is quite low.
My Arcana check was pretty much to find out if I knew what Nye was
so this is
doing.
for everybody.
Oh, it's for everybody.
Oh, really?
Gruff puts on a hat. Gruff puts on
not that big of a
suspenders
radius.
and pulls them out.
It's not a big Rick. It's not a big radius.
It's a charisma check, right?
It's a charisma saving throw.
What's the radius of Zone of Truth again? Is it 5 feet radius or 10-foot radius?
It's not big. Yeah, don't try and catch all of us. Just try and catch them.
You can cast it multiple times.
Oh, so that's a 15.
Okay, so I can't lie. I got an 11.
No, it's a 10
I'm
DC.
happy to...
DC's 10. You pass.
It's a
15. Basic, so look at the map. Is it like
a 9? I didn't intend to lie. Hey, 9, buddy.
Lambo fails. The other two succeed.
Well, that's fine. As I said, I'm going to cast my spell once I make a save for this, which will be very interesting.
Alder, would I have passed your save DC to know what it is? You don't need to tell me. I just want to feel like I know what it is.
I would say you know of a spell which creates a horrifying visage.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, you're using that spell.
I am using that.
I'm excited for that.
So I would like to... And I passed amazingly, because lying is definitely my jam. Yeah, I'm super trustworthy. Yeah. I would like to... Are there curtains to close for the windows?
Sure.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
And fuck it, I'll do this. As I'm doing it, I would like to start just. So, Elena, you're the senator of you're the daughter of a senator. Yes.
I thought you said centaur at first, but yeah. Yeah, I'm a daughter of a senator.
We should put up an interrogation light.
Do you know what? No, you don't want light in here. Do you know what's interesting? Actually, my elven lineage was a noble, quite high up as well. You know.
Constable is like, you got to do something, son.
Yeah, I know, and I cast projected visage.
Oh dear
which
Lord.
Is not a nice spell.
I
in
don't
the
know.
slightest.
I don't know what that does. Is it a real
Oh, you're
spell?
about- It's
Yes.
it's the homebrew spell that you put
Oh
on.
goodness, I don't remember what
Yeah,
it is.
you've made it. Yep. So let's see.
Project image. Yeah. Copy paste it if you don't mind.
Okay, no, that's no problem. I can do that. It's gnarly, like it's horrifying.
Yes, no, these dudes
I
pretty metal.
vaguely remember it.
I will pop it in main gate so that everyone can see.
Go for it.
It's going to be pretty
Okay, so
metal.
the list is a little bit janky because I have copied it straight, but the description's all you need.
Oh yeah, I
Ooh,
remember that.
Shadow
Mhm.
bulges.
I'll read it out
I
loud.
like seeing that.
Your shadow bulges and contorts, forming a massive, terrifying form. For the duration, your outline is blurred and takes the form of a more monstrous version of yourself whose size is large. Your voice booms and up to 3 times loud as normal. You have a plus 10 bonus to charisma intimidation checks. If you cast the spell while you're in dim light or darkness, creatures within 30 feet of you must succeed on a charisma saving throw or become frightened for the duration.
Which was why I said you should probably leave the room, but you can
Yes.
stay in there if you want.
I walked up the stairs first. Question is, would I
I
still
was
be in the
gonna
zone
peek
of
through a
truth
window.
because it's a radius?
The
No,
zone
yeah,
of
you're
truth is
good.
only. Zone of truth is only 15 feet.
That's a
radius.
solid
not
7.
I mean,
That's a solid 8.
but like, would
Yeah,
it
but we're both
extend to the
doing-
upper floor?
It doesn't extend to
We
the
are-
upper
What did I
floor, you're
say?
fine.
No, no,
We
no.
are
Oh,
high
so we don't get to have
rollers
You're
today.
sick, truthful conversations where I just go, nice God, to
Um,
everyone.
Is there a way for me to watch without being in the room, or because I want to be able to see?
If you make the charisma save that I'm
Oh,
about
damn,
to,
alright.
but I would like to point out that my DC is not good.
What's the DC?
It'll
Half
the
15.
DC. Let me have a look because I think it's determined by my spell save DC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should
Mine's
be.
is a
It's
It's
So
a
it's
15.
Elena
Ah,
got
so
an
little
18.
No.
She
Kent
did.
got
Okay, so
a
she's not.
Kent got a
she's not
16.
frightened.
I
Yeah.
can catch her with psychological mind spikes until she cracks.
I got
Yeah,
a
let's
7.
no. She would
Constable
still
got
be
a 19. Everyone's being great. And
No,
fucking Lambo got a 2.
That's
poor
just
Lambo.
for
He's
the
scared of you and has to tell the truth.
no. That's just for the
For the frightened
frightened.
effect.
The intimidation where I'm about to ask them the
Yeah,
question.
he still has to tell the truth though.
Lambo screams
Yeah,
and tries
but
to
I'm
run out the
not-
door, and Constable grabs him by the elbow.
His magic son.
I'm
Okay.
going to cast. I'm going to add on to the pile of spells and cast slow on Lambo.
Why?
Uh,
The constable has him. It's all good.
Why
I
not?
need him to. Okay, fine.
He can still talk. He just has half movement speed. He's not going anywhere.
So, Nye, let's continue this altercation.
So
Mm.
it's always an
Shut up.
altercation.
Thanks, guys.
It was good. I like it. I go over to where they're sitting,
Mhm.
and of course, giant, contorted, fucked up shadow right behind me, with a booming voice, and I'm just going to ask simply, before we begin, does anybody want to get anything off their chest? Because I'm going to not be nice. This is nice, Alder. I'm about to, while my voice is booming, I'm going to cross a line soon.
A
And
creature.
I'd like to intimidate them.
A
I would like to
creature.
get something off my chest. I want to get the voice of the rat out of my head, but other than that, nothing else.
A creature crawls out
That.
from behind the couch, and he says, "I'll wet my bed until I was 14." No, that doesn't happen. That'd be great. We'll see who's behind the murder all along. That'd be fantastic.
I'm gonna go check the body again while this is all going on. By the way.
The body is the same.
Hey, Adler,
So,
would you have any free meat or anything? No, just kidding.
I have a question how this works, and I don't know if you made the spell specifically, Doug. I have a +7 in intimidation.
Plus 17.
So you have a plus 17
Wait,
now.
I do. Oh, okay. Well, they're just. I would like to lean relatively close to them, not like faces almost touching, but close enough so I can make eye contact with all of them, and just very simply and passively say, "Does anybody want to get anything off their chest before we begin?" And I'm going to roll intimidation.
Okay.
Your passive
So
intimidation
that's
is 27.
9.
So
Oh, wait.
that's 19.
That's
Oh,
19.
plus 17, right?
It's a plus
No,
17.
the 7's
There's
already
the
added.
plus
so it's
7's on there,
19.
so it's a 19.
Your
19's
passive is
still
like
pretty
20.
good.
Your passive intimidation's 27 now.
Yeah, but he's actively doing it, so it's not a passive
Yeah.
check.
Still a 19.
And this is the beginning.
Passive intimidation is almost 30 is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, Kid says her Lambo is cuddled up against the constable. He's he can't make any words. And Kent says, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't supposed to be like this.
How is it supposed to be?
We were supposed to run off together after this happened.
Hmm. Who knew what?
It was only until a bit ago. It was only me and Sadine who knew.
Is that so? And what went wrong? Tell me.
I don't know. I don't know.
Elena, do you want to elaborate?
She does not speak.
Hmm. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah. So, is it safe to say that everyone that was at the scene of the crime, the three of you, was involved in some way? You're going to throw Lambo into the bus? Was Lambo aware? Under the carriage, if you will.
Kent says he wasn't at the start, but I don't know anything else.
That's so. Well, your friend over there is a quivering mess.
Yeah,
and I can
Lambo shakes
very-
his head. He shakes his head. No, I'm not a part of this.
Okay.
Did Lambo pass? I can't remember.
No.
Oh, Lambo
got a
failed.
two, right?
Or not.
Everything.
Lambo got a
Poor
2. I forgot about
bastard.
that.
Lambo has
Just-
good old pee pants right now.
He can only tell the truth, and he's afraid.
So I'm just going to quietly take Lambo out of the zone of
Joe
The
can
range
really
of
pipes up
intimidation.
and gives sympathy.
So,
You'll find someone better.
Elaine, sorry. And I'm now focusing more on her.
Okay.
When you were hugging the corpse, was that perhaps a cry of misery of a lost sister, or was that a disguise? Were you perhaps trying to cover up the blood? You might as well talk. You've been the party's over. Everyone knows what's happened.
She says, at first, yeah, I thought my sister was dead. Is that what you want to hear? I was so awestricken. I can't explain my emotions of how terrifying it is to have your reflection murdered in front of you.
Intriguing.
So it was
So
just Kent.
no, what I'm intrigued is her framing. To frame your own flesh and blood sister as a reflection is. I'm actually saying this. That's an
So
interesting
jealous.
way. It's interesting. It's almost as if you know,
Right in
are
front of
talking-
her?
Well, I'm thinking more like she was freaking out because she saw someone that looked just like her pretending to be dead or actually being dead. It wasn't the fact it was her sister, it was the fact that it was someone that looked just like her.
It's like an
And dead.
extension of herself rather than
Yeah.
an actual person.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. So it's safe to say that we're all guilty here, are we? Every member of this.
Lambo's like, I'm
little-
not guilty. She's dead. And he
No,
he
Lambo.
sits
Gonna
down
be
and he
okay,
curls up with
probably.
his
I'm
knees.
just going to be over here patting Lambo on the back.
I took him out of the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Give him
I'm
my
just-
hamster again.
Don't worry. Plenty more fish.
Give him a
in the
hamster.
sea.
Attacks him.
You're pretty okay, I
I would
guess.
give him a rat if I had one.
Kent says, I don't know what happened, but I didn't kill her. It wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know what happened, but we were supposed to be fine after this. We were supposed to go away, you know?
Oh,
No,
I do know.
no, I don't.
The
That
dog
narrows it down
said.
to only one person who could have done it. Maybe
I think
when
it's
they
kind
were
of irrelevant at this point
The
because
original suspect.
yeah.
Yeah, the only person who was away and didn't hear a scream when they were in the same room.
So I guess this is an interesting point to leave it off at. But if Sedin had lived, what would you have done, Elaine?
Elena.
Elena. I keep forgetting the Would you have taken her place? Would you have
No, I
acknowledged her death?
couldn't take the place of my sister. I'd still figure out what was going on with a hole in my chest knowing that my sister's dead.
And your boyfriend running away.
Guess I'd have to live with that too, huh?
With your own sister. Did that make you angry? Did that perhaps spark some deep-seated hatred? A little bit of Daddy always liked the other one more than me. Did that perhaps spark anything like that?
Like I said, there's a hole in my chest now.
Hmm.
Do you want me to say it?
yes.
It'll be a
Say
guess,
it.
please.
Just say it.
Say
I don't know if she was
Say
dead
it.
before, but I can guarantee that she's dead now.
Bingo.
Go. Thank you for the murder confession. Now, should we jail you or should we just murder you here and now?
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Helbeic, there's a law
Much.
officer in the
Okay,
room.
I don't think something weird, and I just have to keep talking that I don't know what I'm feeling, but I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't know why it's
Seconded.
not. I mean, it's not like the constable is going to succeed on an intimidation check.
The constable says, so you want me to take both of them away or just Elena?
Well, I mean,
I s-
if
I
we
say
wanna be
both. One for
entirely just, it would have to be both of them with Elena
I would safely say both.
because
Yeah, that's just technically kidnapping if she's still a minor. Even if she went
yes,
along
that
with
would
it.
be considered, as well as other charges. So if we're being entirely just both of them, but
It's going to be both.
like
Okay.
honest with ourselves, pretty much just Elena.
Well, if we're playing this completely straight, he would take all of us down because we're all eyewitnesses
Right.
Oh,
to
yeah.
a confession. But
we're not eyewitnesses.
We're not
Well, no, no,
eyewitnesses. We
well,
are
yeah,
witnesses.
You're
remember-
witnesses.
We're accessories.
We are
No,
not
I was gonna-
accessories.
sorry, the
They are
joke I was
accessories.
making was that there'd be like a whole court case, like there'd be all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd all
like,
go
you
down to
don't
the
just
station.
even if you admit it, you don't just go to jail immediately.
It's a
You
fantasy
just-
world.
But this is D&D, so it's fine.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Justice
So-
was
Because
I
served.
also
We'll
use
go kill
pretty
monsters.
horrific tactics to get them to speak.
If we're
That's not
being
good.
entirely just, both of them. If we are giving mercy, just
Why would we do that?
The
I don't know. I'm more merciful than the
you
rest
are
of you.
so dark.
I'm
You're just
I'm an
like,
I'm
what
an
are we doing?
abjuration wizard.
They
I do this.
murdered their
I do this
sister.
to protect people.
I
I'm very
recognize that, but it's the finality of how you say it. You just like there's a full stop after everything you say. Maybe we
The-
should just kill them.
the
Full
constable, okay, he says, okay, we got that. He opens up the curtains, and your terrifying form dwindles down.
stop. Yes.
And he handcuffs the both of them. Lambo's fine.
I walk upstairs and get Lambo a new pair of pants.
Thank you. That's quite.
Steve Lambo.
Yeah, get
You're at least a 6 out of 10. You'll find some.
He's like,
I would even
Yeah.
say a 7 out of 10.
Still in the zone of truth.
he says that rounds up, right?
Totally.
I
It's
didn't
time.
give
It
it
rounds
decimal
up.
points, but sure.
I would give him a 7 out of 10.
Technically, if we're being zone of truth, that what I just said was
The constable handcuffs them and walks outside and summons a portal and steps through the portal with both of them.
fancy.
Oh,
Lambo is left to
Oh, yeah,
collect
he-
his things.
He's a powerful wizard.
It's pretty
If he
sick.
can just bamf, yeah, then he's pretty high up there. If he can do that.
And I think
Good
we shall end the session here.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was
would
that
you
was
mind if we
awesome.
stayed here for the night, Lambo?
Oh God!
I mean, I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep.
Dark.
I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep here. I hope you
Bearing
don't
in
mind.
mind, we are just like the we're like the scouting group for an entire like battalion's worth of mercenaries. So it's like, can we have the entire like just everyone here? We'll just squeeze in, sardines.
Us.
It's a
Just
big
us.
house.
Yeah,
You could say sardines,
yeah, exactly.
But smash.
and it fades out. Hold on. It's now fading out. Woo! We're ending the session.
Now the
Voices
house
slowly
is
fade
far
away.
too.
Okay.
House is far
Yeah,
too
but
small
that-
now to stay.
That
in.
was awesome, Doug. I love
Bye,
that.
everyone.
Can
Thank
we do it
you.
again?
The same mystery next week.
Not the same mystery.
I'll figure something
That's
out.
the mystery.
Well,
I
we
cannot
need to find little
Really
Joey.
express my enjoyment.
actually.
The
Okay.
exact same mystery from but the other side.
You're the murderers this
No,
time.
we're the
Yes.
murderers, and we're trying to get away with.
Yes.
We've already killed a lot of people.
Dude,
Why bother
we
adding?
we are the intruders. This is just an elaborate game of Among Us.
So thank you all for
Technically,
coming. Thank you
Thank
to Sally Mitchell for the fantastic map. Go check out her Patreon and give us a follow because we do stuff like this every other week. We got cool stuff going on all the time. Yeah, thanks everybody. Bye.
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 Bye.